Mainly this idea of this whole stream is about getting to know hungry young artists that are putting out music. It might be a few months till I get some vacay time back up at work. Okay, that's what's up, man. Hey, I'm just saying, throwing it out there. But yeah, we're talking early career stuff like that. We're talking about shows we played, experiences we had, the drive to want to be a musician and entertainer and be on stage and that kind of thing. So that's kind of what this is all about. So yeah, this is Otter Moniker, aka my twin brother. A lot of people on social media and like even in my day job are like, "Oh my God, you have a twin?" Yes, I do. This is him.
And we work right across the street from each other too.
People really trip. Yeah, so we can get into it. I could ask you a basic question like I have here.
Basics. We basic.
Yeah, we basic. I know I have a bunch of basic questions that I had for Mike too. Yeah, let's just start with the easy one, you know? And this could go for any type of show, especially because Automoniker recently has been dabbling in comedy business and wanting to aspire to do stage time with no instrumentation, lyrics, anything at all. Literally just entertaining people with his funny ass actions and words. Because
comedy,
he can do that. Yeah, so that's something he's inspired to do. So basically, first question I have, I like to. I feel like is a good icebreaker. Other than your own show, what is the best live show you've ever been to?
Comedy wise or
either any,
music?
like any, and if whatever you answer, I'm gonna ask the other one.
Still MDC is the best concert I've been to because like we saw a dude break his leg. Like I remember it's like intermission right before MDC was about to go on. Then we're like at the merch stand. I'm getting some patches, getting some stickers, and then I walk back towards the stage and I see this group of people. And they're fucking like huddled around, like what the fuck they looking at? So I gotta peek over, and there's a dude with like his leg up on a chair, and he's just like, ah, oh god, and his like kneecap is like on the side of his fucking leg. It was so fucking gnarly, dude. And then there was like a couple fucking up against the stage and shit.
I forgot about that. You were on the opposite side of the stage.
No, yeah, they were like right next to me. I'm just like look over, and this bitch is in a skirt. She's like on the stage, like getting railed, and I'm like, fuck, dude, nice.
Hardcore punk, bro.
Nice, bro.
Punk.
Hardcore punk show is the best show I've ever been to.
Yo, that's funny because first of all, I wouldn't have guessed that because you've been to like some big shows.
Yeah, I know.
You saw Blink-182 in their prime.
I know, yeah.
Like, listen, guys.
My first ever concert was Blink-182's fucking tour for their self-titled album.
Yeah. Like, he's seen Blink-182 in their prime right before they broke up for the first time.
And Travis Barker had a broken foot. And he still played, you know, as good as he ever could. And then I remember, like, at one point, like, they played The Violence. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Blink-182 self-titled album. But there's a, like, prologue to Violence where it's, like, this girl reading a letter from I think a Civil War veteran to his wife. You know,
yeah,
it's like a spoken word. No, it's at the end or the beginning. It's one of those two.
Yes, the end of Violence leading into Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay, well, either way, they did that, and they played it on...
It's Tom's grandma
yes.
writing a letter to Tom's grandpa
who was at war. Okay, yes. Okay, so that's what it was. And they played that with, like, the words up on like this big screen and everything.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden when they started, I guess Stockholm Syndrome, I guess they played the whole album, I don't know. I can't remember which song they played next. But that's when I noticed that there was like no drum set on the stage anymore, and all of a sudden in the middle of the fucking crowd, this was at it was called the Smirnoff Center at the time. I can't remember what it's called now. But it's a fucking stadium.
I feel like it's the
Dos Equis?
Dos Equis or Toyota.
Whatever the fuck. It's a stadium. But anyway, in the middle of the fucking crowd, Travis Barker came out on this spinning like pedestal, fucking doing his crazy drum solo into the next song, and then he played the next song on the fucking thing, which I don't know how they fucking work the monitors and all that shit.
Yeah, that's insane. He had to have some in-ears or something.
Yeah, probably. But this is like 2003.
But still.
Like, yeah, so I don't
know.
had
that technology. They were a superstar band, you know?
And the first band I ever saw live, technically, because we walked in and they're halfway through their set, and I did not realize how fucking much I was going to love this fucking band. It's like, who's this band? What are they called? Oh, they're kind of new. Oh, this is like, oh, Taking Back Sunday? Oh, that's pretty cool. And then fucking Adam's up there fucking doing all his shit with the fucking microphone. I'm like, damn, these guys are intense. And we're just walking in, and then little did I know, I would arguably like Taking Back Sunday more than I liked Blink-182 at one point in my life. I mean, they're both about the same to me now. But at one point in my life, I would say that Taking Back Sunday...
I'm going to declare right now, I do, in fact, like Taking Back Sunday more than Blink-182. And that, for the simple fact that I followed them after their 2004 release. Like, New Again is fucking fantastic. Their 2007 or 2009 album or something like that. And then the one after that is, like, just as good. Like, I was, like, pleasantly surprised with their new records. I still haven't caught up on their last one or two. But I got stuck on... That's how you know they're good, because I got stuck on those.
Yeah.
So, I definitely revisit that, especially when members that left and came back. It's always good.
I saw them with John though when the first run.
Yeah, I mean, they're bad. That's how they both do it now. So.
And then here's the middle act, Cypress Hill.
That's so random.
First time I ever smelled weed in my life. I was 13, and I was like, all right.
Ty said his favorite was Swanfest last year, seeing Knocked Loose and Dance Gavin Dance. I never heard of Knocked Loose, but I definitely heard Dance Gavin Dance. Have you heard of Dance Gavin Dance?
I've heard the name. Saying I probably heard at least one of their songs or so.
This is one of those bands that I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure I've heard a song, but I couldn't tell you what the song sounded like. And if you tried to show me a bunch of songs, I wouldn't be able to recognize it. But this is a band that more than one person on different occasions has come up to me and be like, have you heard Dance Gavin Dance? Oh, you would love them. Like, that's like one of those bands. There's a bunch of artists and stuff like that, but that's one that everybody for some reason thinks that I would... I love it. I'll go, one day I might dive in a little bit more, but that's the only reason I know them is because people always ask me.
Oh, okay.
It's like, nobody asked me if I like John Mayer.
I think it was put on a playlist for me or something at one point. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. If I heard, like, one of the names of the songs, I'd be like, oh, that one, yeah, but it's like Lake Street Drive. I'd be like, oh, that's them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lumineers. Oh, okay.
I would get them confused with a couple people, but...
I like Lumineers. They're pretty good, man.
Yeah, so going back to the MDC show, what the funniest thing was, I talked about that MDC show. Take Back Sunday's always been great. Totally agree. DGD's from Sacramento, support them 100%. Oh, that's what's up. You're still from the same spot. That's really dope. Did you listen to them before that, Ty? Like, were you like one of the OGs? Like, I liked them before I was famous because it's cool. We think that's cool. And definitely a top 3. That's awesome, dude. What's funny is I mentioned that MDC show and the interview I had with Limbo because I feel like I asked him the same question, but that was less. Yeah, the second Limbo conversation was literally, it was an interview, but I mainly kept it on track about his first record, and that's really all we got to talk about. But I did mention we somehow got onto shows, and I did talk about the MDC show, and the way you described it was exactly how I described that show.
It was punk
MDC,
show.
I don't know.
I mean, you see this like a black dude in a fucking suit, and you see a white dude with dreadlocks, and you see like the punk kid, like Mexican fucking with the studded leather jacket and the fucking mohawk, and it was like literally like every demographic, like it was America.
I remember
it was America, dude. It was like every demographic coming together as one, watching this. I couldn't believe it. Like old dudes, young, like 16-year-olds, and I saw at the bar there's like a 50-year-old dude, just sitting there chilling, drinking a beer, like he just got off work from fucking. I'm a criminal defense lawyer, but whatever. Right. But I'm just sitting here enjoying Millions of Dead Cops because I'm a lawyer. Fuck cops.
Yeah. Right, yeah, I don't know if we mentioned out loud, but MDC is Millions of Dead Cops or Millions of Dead Christians or Multi-Death Corporations. Yeah. There's a lot of things that it stands for, but mostly
Millions of Dead Cops.
Millions of Dead Cops. They're a great punk band, I think from Austin.
I think they were.
Early American hardcore punk. We're talking like
82.
Black Flag era, you know. Yeah, since junior high, he went to high school with one of the original guitarists. That's sick, dude. And you were in a band with his brother. Oh, that's Ty. You were the singer or the screamer or what? You had to be one of those.
So is Dance Gavin Dance like an emo band? I don't know if it's derogatory.
What are they?
One of them emo
prog?
bands? I don't know.
I feel like they're prog, maybe.
I don't know.
You describe them.
I'm not good at genres of music. I just fucking like music.
I'm not good of genres of rock. Look, I called it. I knew you were the singer screamer. I knew it. Like, are you just responding to me? Swancore. What the?
Dude. Okay, sure. Okay.
You lost us.
Sure, dude.
You lost us.
All right.
I don't even think there's that. Like, jazz has been around since the 20s, right? I don't think there's that many.
I mean, jazz
I don't
has
think
been around since longer than that, but it started
since
getting
longer than that, right?
It started getting recorded in the 20s.
That's true. Even more, yeah. So late 1800s.
So yeah,
there is not even half as many genres of jazz as there is rock, and rock is clearly
right.
the younger genre.
That's why I say just emo. Like, it took me a while to accept emo. I just called rock. Like, if it's got a fucking drums, guitar, bass, rock. It's rock music. I don't give a shit. As soon as they put a keyboard and shit in there, maybe it becomes techno. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And then, other than that, are there horns in it? Ska.
Exactly.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah, definitely. Once I started like producing and stuff and learning more about genres and instrumentation and arrangements and stuff like that, I definitely got more accustomed to like learning the nuances between the genres. But for the most part, if it approaches heavy metal, that's where I am most in the dark. Like, I don't know what this is. Screencore,
Slipknot core.
Yeah, Slipknot. Fuck yeah. Dude, hey yo, let me know if you got some of that recorded too, Ty. I want to hear my boy scream. That sounds fucking amazing. I bet you had a lot of fun with that project. Did you guys do any shows, anything like that? Yeah, the MDC show, dude. You told the story exactly like I told it to Limbo about. This is what the only difference was I saw you first. So I see the circle of crowd. I'm like, what's going on around there? That's interesting. And then I see you look in. And I'm trying to do it exactly how I saw it. So he would have been facing this way. And so I see him. I walk up to him. And he's looking in, and he just goes.
Shit, dude.
And I was like, "Man, what?" I was like,
somebody kicked his leg outside of his leg.
Somebody kicked his leg out of his legs. I was like, walking. I was like, "Oh shit!" It's like It's like
he's like,
either we always described it as his kneecap was on the side of his leg.
It was. I could see.
But it also could have been some crazy, bizarre swelling just right on the side that encompassed.
That shit was broke. That shit was broke, dude.
That shit was broke. I'm not gonna lie. That
shit was fucking broken.
As
never broken as could be.
Basically, could be a screamo, pop rock, and all this kind of, that's what's up, dude. Never recorded anything. To our dismay, Ty. That's disappointing. Another show I talk about is the only Warped Tour, the only festival we've ever been to. Against me.
Dude, seeing a kid break his fucking arm. Dude, it's a running theme. Saw a kid break his fucking arm.
Now, I've already told the story on the stream before, but I'm going to let you tell it.
We were just, Against Me's over here, because I just looked him up. Little did I know how obsessed I was going to be of Against Me.
That's great thing we're going to talk about immediately after this.
Such a good fucking band. Oh, such a good band. Anyway, so they're over here. I think they're in the middle of like thrash and real. Like it was something.
Yeah, they had just come out with New Wave. They had to have.
Yeah,
because that shit was.
Yeah, it was like New Wave.
Oh, you mean the actual song they were playing?
They were like in the middle.
Dude,
of
that's what
I
imagine too.
So. Yeah, I think they were.
That's what I think of too, and it could be just some type of.
For that, like it had to have been that song. Yes.
With this.
Because all of a sudden we're seeing because people are skating on a half pipe, and we're like, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna fucking listen to punk rock and watch people skateboard." Is this heaven? I think it is. Mm-hmm. And we're watching. All of a sudden he like kind of bails off his board, kind of slides down the ramp a little bit, and then he like turns, and he's like, "Oh!" And his arms like hanging, like he's fucking got like zigzags and that shit. He's like fucking like, "Oh!" And we're like. Look at like he fucking and they like rush him off the ramp and they're like, oh fuck, and then the EMT comes and fucking wow, dude.
Oh, so he left his board. Like, you don't think about your skateboard.
So I can't enjoy myself at a fucking show. If I'm gonna watch music, I need to see someone break something. That's it. I have to see someone break something. If you don't break your fucking arm at a show, it was subpar, dude. If you're a band and no one breaks their fucking arm or leg at your show, dude, are you even a band? Like, honestly.
The bar has been set. That's the bar.
That's the rant. That's where I was going with that.
Yeah, that's a good clip right there. Yeah, fucking Against Me. So whenever...
Oh, great band.
Man, so that kind of leads right into the timeline of when we started actually making music together. break.
No, you gotta break your shit, dude.
B-boy.
You gotta have surgery the next month. You gotta fucking be in a cast for a year. You gotta have PT. I'm telling you, dude. If you don't fucking break your shit and almost have it amputated at a show, are you even a band? That's all I'm saying. Next question.
Dave Matthews.
Next
band.
question. Dave Matthews. Fucking Kenny G. Fuck yeah, bro.
Oh shit. No. Yeah. So let's hold on. Let's back up. So no, that's fantastic. That's a good. That's a good clip. That's a good bit right
Are
there.
you even a band?
Are you a band? That's the question of the day. Question of the day: are you a band? If you don't have someone critically injured at your show, we know.
I want someone dead.
Oh fuck. Oh man, I had a thought and I just completely lost it.
Sorry,
That's
dude.
hilarious.
I was being too goddamn funny, man. I was being a fucking comedian over here.
Teehee.
Comedy.
Yo, that shit is hilarious. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. So we were 14.
Breaking shit.
We were 14.
No, violence only. That's all I ask. We're
Ty,
only talking
are you
about
down with the
violence.
violence? Are you down with the violence?
Are you down with the violence?
Speaking of which, I just recently discovered a mashup of Vanessa Carlton's "Walk 1,000 Miles" or whatever it's
And
called, and "Killing in the Name of," and from
Rage
Rage
Against the
Rage
Machine?
Against the
Oh.
Machine. So at first it's like this meme. This is memey. It's funny, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
Someone made it. I appreciate it until it gets to the solo. And how well Tom Morello's solo in "Killing in the Name of" works with Vanessa Carlton's "1,000 Miles"
Alright.
is staggeringly funny.
Insert the my reaction to that clip here. Alright, anyway.
Should we pull it up?
I don't know, dude. It doesn't matter.
No,
Fuck yeah.
I don't want to get demonetized. I don't know. Who
My
fucking
best,
owns that shit.
my favorite compilation is Evanescence, "Bring Me to Life," and Goofy. That was the best one. Have you heard that?
Goofy?
Yes.
Like,
you ever heard that?
No.
Wake me up! It's so funny. If you haven't seen that, check it out, dude. It's one of the funniest things. Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
My middle name.
We're getting it. Now we're just fucking ripping on it.
Reginald the Third. How proper. I should. I gotta switch to doing this now. Fucking burn pinky. Hold up. I can't extend that pinky like normal. But yes, Ty, it is a pleasure having Mr. Ty Violence.
Have you ever been to
here.
have you ever been to a show when someone fucking broke their shit?
Yeah.
Has anyone been to a show where someone broke their
Yeah,
shit? 'Cause
literally.
It happened to me twice.
Twice.
Honestly, I really want to know. Is this happened to anybody else? Because I saw 2 concerts where someone broke their shit.
Yeah. One of them being.
Did you go to? Well, god damn it! I was gonna make a joke and I can't remember the fucking name. What was in Houston where the people died?
Astroworld?
Yeah. Did you go to Astroworld? Did anybody out there go to Astroworld?
Oh Jesus.
It's been long enough. We
Oh,
can make
man,
fun of it.
Oh fuck, man. Fuck Travis Scott. I can't. No.
Travis Scott. That's who I was. Did
No,
you go
we
through
can fucking
Travis?
laugh at that because literally this motherfucker still has a
Put on
crazy
a stretcher.
monkey.
Ah, probably dehydrated pussy.
Probably dehydrated, yeah. Fucking, that's hilarious. Yeah, dude, that shit's hardcore, man. Like, Astroworld, Woodstock 99, even the first Woodstock. People
Dude,
sleep
Woodstock
on
99
the
was
original
fucking-
Woodstock, and they act like it's this dream. Fuck, I got a picture of it right there. Jimi Hendrix playing at it right there. Woodstock, yes, was a legendary event as far as how the media portrayed it. But remember, it was easy for media to hide shit back then in 1969.
Oh, yeah.
It was so
In
easy.
1994 it was too.
Wait.
You want to talk about that year? Waco
Oh,
comedy. All right, let's
Waco.
go.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I have a 94. You're going to make me think too much. No, but it's crazy. But Woodstock, it was detrimental to the town it was in. Like, there was so much litter. People were, like, having trouble getting to work. Like, the roads were fucked up, still blocked up. People were, like, sleeping in the roads and
The
shit.
Hendrix one.
Yeah, Woodstock. You know,
Yeah.
you like
Yeah.
the cliche
Yeah.
picture where you see, like, all the
Of
buildings
course.
just surrounded
A
by
lot of that people, a lot of waste.
Dude, the
course.
waste, the carbon dioxide in the area, the fucking like grass even was like starting to die.
Damn.
The waste, like all the shit, people like
The literal waste of people
yeah,
shitting
literal
piss
waste,
everywhere.
literal piss, yeah,
Yeah.
literal piss and shit. Like seriously, like people glamorize Woodstock only because nobody could come out and be like, look at this conditions, look,
Right.
we just see these pictures of Jimi Hendrix and they're like, it was a successful. Here it is. We made a lot of money. You know, it's just it's all about fucking money. But
Let's
anyway,
make some more money.
Astroworld pales in comparison to like Woodstock '99 and shit though. Like that shit's crazy. Either way,
couple people died. What? What are we talking about?
And they didn't have to. Fuck Travis Scott. I'm like, I can't believe this motherfucker still has like monthly like a fan base. It's ridiculous. Like
I don't know anything about him.
I've seen like you see compilation videos.
I'm just making jokes.
Jimi Hendrix shit on IG. I don't know. No, I don't think I saw it. I posted that statue of Jimi Hendrix. Did you see that? It's like this this bronze statue of Jimi Hendrix. Probably in Seattle. I don't know. But it said apparently Jimmy owed Jabba some money. It's so funny. And it's like it's just a statue of Jimi Hendrix. Okay. And it's bronze, so it has like the same like colors, like grayish,
right?
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Fucking carbonated.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. And the way it looked, it was just extra funny. No, I didn't see your shit on IG. Send it to me. Make sure I see it, Ty, because you know I love me some Jimmy. But yeah, let's get into it, motherfucking.
We're not into it. Dude?
We're not
into it, man. Hey, thanks for being here.
This like
I'm Otter Moniker.
Thank you for being. It's great to be here on Twitch.com/TV.
Dude, Hans has been bombing.
All right, yeah, yeah.
Deep cut.
Deep cut. We're talking about other podcasts, but anyways, back to this type of shit. This is episode 2 of the In Between, where we learn about the in between of from not
it's like yours
is.
Is this the intro? How long was that fucking intro?
Yeah, that was the intro. And literally Super Duty be like that shit sometimes though. For let me talking for like 7-8 minutes. Now we are into it, but let's talk about. Let's go back to it. All right, let's get into it. All right. So we started playing. So when did you first like get interested in like wanting to get an instrument? Because I know I talk about it all the time. That's my shit. But like we got our guitars in the same day on our birthday, on our 14th birthday. Your experience leading up to and that day.
We got guitars, but I wasn't like ever interested in playing guitar. So then we got into Simple Plan, and then I got obsessed with David. And then I was like, dude. And then I realized, and then I started listening to bass more.
So hold up.
So I wanted to play a bass.
Right. Hold up. Because that feels like you just skipped a shitload. So like whenever we got the guitars, I remember expressing interest to Dad, like, "Yo, Dad, don't play guitars?" Because I thought we had already established that I want a guitar player and you want a bass. And then that he remember because Rusty was the dude that sold us our first guitars, and he said, if you learn how to play guitar, then you'll already know how to play bass, or you'll have a good stepping stone to play bass, and then you'll know 2 extra strings.
I was fucking a dumb kid, so I just like no play bass.
No, to be fair, a lot of people just start on bass like that. Adam Neely, like one of my favorite musicians and humans and music educators of all fucking time, like started with bass and that was it. And you can do that. So like that's totally not on you because as a salesman and as like a music educator, because I know Rusty was like.
Also, sorry. Okay. I just had a realization or like a flashback, kind of like I was like, oh yeah, Also, my first girlfriend ever, my first girlfriend ever, Nicole. I was like 12, I was like 12. She literally said she had the thing for bassists. So that was another thing.
Yeah.
That was like because I'm a guy. So I'm like, oh, fucking, she's like, bass, I'm gonna fucking be a bassist, dude.
Chicks dig bass
players. Dude, chicks dig musicians in general, but like at the same time, it was like, why does any guy do anything when he's fucking hitting puberty? For that girl or whatever, girls in general. So it was like a little bit of that, but also I did like I started listening to the bass more in songs and being like, oh fucking like I forgot which song it was, some Simple Plan song where it's just bass for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh man, you can like just have bass be by itself sometimes. I just always thought it was like an enhancer. I never looked at it as like a separate instrument.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh man, bass is fucking cool.
So what did you think about like Green Day, like Longview?
Exactly. And then I started, and then of course Rise Against, when fucking I heard him start playing, I was like, damn, you can do some crazy shit with the bass. Yeah, Joe. I was like, you can do some crazy shit with the bass. So I just started I was just more interested in bass and the tone too. I'm just like always been more.
Oh, thanks.
Low end.
Hell yeah, dude. Low end is awesome because if you change the low note, you change the chord. That's the greatest thing about it. You could play
B over whatever.
Every fucking note, 1 to 12, all 12 notes under any chord on the guitar, and it will be a new chord.
Right.
Like guitar player's like, I'm gonna play a C chord, and then you throw like whatever under it, and you're like, no, you're not, and then all of a sudden, so like that's one thing Adam Neely jokes about is like, you know, you have control, like as a bass player, you have control.
I have the power.
And the what I was gonna say about Rusty, you know, as a salesman, he should have sold you the bass, but also as a musician and someone that would want to foster a kid's interest in music, he should have like been like, oh yeah, play bass. Check out this guy. You know, you got Jocko. You got fucking.
One of the places isn't open anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Well, no, fucking Rusty. He built guitars. He built this guitar. His name is Woody. I named my guitar the one on the farthest left here. And yeah, he was a powerhouse, a beast. Old school Fort Worth. Country musician at the studio that I record at, SG Studios, that we both recorded at. You know, he was a legend there too. I got a friend that still goes to his house, and
Nate.
Yeah, still goes to his house and will, you know, chat about guitars and stuff. His health isn't what it used to be, you know. So Rusty's kind of still hanging in there, but he's still like just one of those dudes that lived and breathed music, and I honestly miss Rusty's guitar shop so much.
Yeah,
I got all my first picks.
I remember exactly how it looked.
Yeah, the big brick white building.
No, just inside and everything.
Oh, inside.
Everything's kind of cramped together.
I remember where my first electric guitar was sitting.
So many instruments.
Yeah, so I remember expressing interest, like, Dad, I think we want to play guitar and bass. And he's like, okay, I'll go get you some. And so on our 14th, he didn't want to just go in there and guess, I need a guitar and a bass. So he took us to Guitar Store, Rusty's, on our 14th birthday or somewhere near there, and bought us our shit. So then Rusty was like, you know, if you learn how to play guitar, you can learn how to play bass. And then you're like, well, I learn how to play bass. And then Dad took the bait.
Yeah.
Which...
But
I was like kind of either way, like on one hand,
I almost got a fucking acoustic bass. I remember, like, oh dude, that'd be fucking cool. Like, well, you can't really hear it.
Yeah, because it wasn't electric. It wasn't electric acoustic.
Yeah,
bass.
but still, it was fucking dope.
It was dope. I love acoustic basses, and I wish he would have sold you that too. But then those hoes are expensive as fuck. And one of the things was he also did a deal. Like, he's like, I'll sell you 2 of these exact same guitars for whatever. Right, it was like $300 or something like that. Really fucking good price. And so yeah, he did that, and actually this one was his, and somehow got knocked over or some bullshit like that, and the D tuner, the tuner for the D string is like bent, and Kyle had gotten a bass, Otter Moniker, aka Kai, aka anyway, he had gotten a bass. I don't know why I gotta say 100 AKAs. That's one of my habits. He got a bass because our mom got us a bass. Got you a bass, and then Dad was like, well, I'll take the guitar and then I'll learn how to play guitar, and we're like, bet. So we didn't want to give him the one that's all bent to shit, so we gave him mine and I took yours, and we just did the switcheroo.
And then I eventually got Dad gave that to me.
Yeah, now he has it again.
Now I started learning how to play guitar.
Full circle.
And now I have a free Fender guitar because of my job is awesome.
Hell yeah, that's pretty dope.
Crazy shit all the time.
Getting free fucking guitars. That's
dude, it was
lit, bro.
Free Fender, dude. I was like, this must be like a first actor. So Fender Stratocaster. I was like, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, that's a nice one.
Tito's. Thanks, Tito's. Tito's vodka. It's more expensive than it's worth. Ding.
That's the new slogan.
You're welcome. It's true, dude.
At Tito's.
It is so overrated. It's just got the name behind it. It's Tito's is the iPhone of vodka.
Oh, good to know.
Speaking in
I must
B-nign terms. It's expensive because people want it.
I must right now go out.
Marketing is a cool thing. We're gonna be billionaires.
Content. All right. Yeah. So anyway, my bad. Let's go. Got the guitar. Okay. So bass. So now, you got the guitar. From the guitar to the bass, go.
What?
From giving up the guitar and getting the bass, like around that area, your music. Like you said, you like when bass like dropped out.
Yeah,
like...
no, I just like messing with it, and then you'd show me how to like play a certain song, and then whenever you show me how to play like just the bass notes for a song, I would fucking just kind of throw in a couple extra notes or throw in a weird rhythm sometimes, and that was my favorite thing about like Schrodinger's cat. It's just like being able to have that like okay, what do I gotta play? Okay, now let me put my character in it.
I think there was only one like bass line that I wrote verbatim, and it was like it was just like
I don't know, Molotov Cocktail or something.
No, it was Cecilia. Dun 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 like that, because I was really trying to go for that.
I don't remember. I fucking barely remember any of those songs.
Yeah,
except for Burned, which later became Busy Ink.
Up All Night,
which I loved that because we took the song from being an old song to just expanding off the bass line that I just really loved playing, because that's what I was super got into.
Dude, we both hit something like that song. I've talked about this. We should go into this too. I can't wait to talk about this because I just explained it to Shannon, because she hadn't actually known the story about when we recorded Sound It Out, which is a kind of a crazy story. Remember when we recorded Sound It Out? The only
going to the fucking the place where the Toadies recorded, and then I remember seeing the fucking lead the lead dude like this. We're fucking up. I think we're fucking up. I don't think they're used to us, man. I don't. No, we think we're a punk. Here's what we thought. We thought we were a punk band, but we knew we were a punk band. We knew we were a punk band. Excuse me. We were punk, but we weren't a band. We just didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
For throwing 10 songs together.
It was our first ever attempt at making an album. First time ever at a studio. I think they could tell.
Right?
One guy was very nice and understood. He understood. These guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just do it. Just they're punk. They're trying to be punk. They're trying to experiment. This is their beginning phase. The other dude was like, when is this over? When the fuck is this going to be over, dude? When the fuck? I want to go home so badly. That one guy was so frustrated. Okay, but hey, we made 10 great shitty songs out of it.
We did. Yo, okay, so I want to run it back. So, so there was like a bit of wrestling. We don't really have to go into the wrestling thing. If we want to, we can. But I really want to get to this fucking studio experience, because I literally explained the whole story, and I've been wondering. Oh, that's all you. Hold on.
And I remember playing the drums backwards because we had to set it up left-handed because Albion was left-handed, but I had to play. What was that punk song? Ugly or something? Was that the song that I drummed? There was one song on the album that I drummed myself.
Yeah, it was Yes, I'm gonna remember halfway through the stream.
I think it was the Ugly.
It wasn't the Ugly.
Oh, okay, then
because that was the one that went.
But I had to drum it like right-handed on a left-handed set. I remember that being kind of difficult and taking a few takes, but whatever. It was fun.
Yeah, because the set was mic'd up. Yeah.
Is that anywhere? Do we even have copies of that? Is that on fucking?
It's definitely on our original Xbox. I'm pretty sure some of it. I'm pretty sure it's all on YouTube somewhere. But okay, so look, we were like deep into wrestling, and then one day I got a call, and I guess I just put my music everywhere and sent out for shows and shit like that. I don't know. I don't even know. I still can't even fucking explain how I got this. But somebody called me. It's like, "Hi, is this Brian?" Yeah. Yeah, we were wondering, can we book your band for this show, event, kind of thing? I'm like...
Turned out to be basically a scam, but...
Yeah, one of those pay-to-play show kind of things, But...
Makes sense now.
But remember, it was fucking packed, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
The exposure, bro.
Dude...
I went down to see all this exposure.
I went down to McDonald's, got me a couple McNuggets with all my exposure. I'll tell you that, man. Pull that exposure out of my pocket, and I'm like, yo.
I'm sipping on exposure. I wipe my ass with exposure.
I got so much exposure, I don't know where to put it, man.
Yeah, no. And I was like, yeah, dude, totally. I'll totally play that show. What day is it? Oh, it's in 1 month. Okay, cool. Boom. I got to get a band. So there was no Schrodinger's cat before that moment.
Yeah,
it was
you actually booked Close Quarter Snipers, and Schrodinger's cat showed up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because I had the original band. We had a million band names. My first band name was Screwed Vocabulary. I still like that name a lot. Then I changed it to Close Quarter Snipers, I guess because I was playing a lot of Call of Duty 3 or Halo, and I thought it sounded more hardcore. I don't fucking know. And then we were watching Big Bang, or our friend let us borrow Big Bang. He's like, it's Us, the TV show. This is like right when it came out.
Yeah, like the first couple seasons, not like after season 5. I don't condone that.
Yeah.
Don't condone it.
It's
so
rough.
If you watch Big Bang after season 5, there's an 800 number that could help.
It's like Friends. It gets it's like Friends.
Yeah.
The second half is much worse. Is not nearly as good as the first half. Opposite of Seinfeld. Complete flip it. But anyways, fucking comparisons aside, at the end of season 1, Big Bang, they introduced the Schrodinger's cat paradigm, or whatever the fuck it's called, and Sheldon explained Schrodinger's cat to Penny, and we're like, that would be a great band name. And there was also a band in Florida called Schrodinger's Cat, because we looked it up, but this is like late MySpace,
Who the fuck are they?
Who are they? This is like late MySpace, early Facebook. We talk about Yoink. So yeah, we started playing shows as Schrodinger's Cat, even though everybody's seen Big Bang Theory at this point, but still no one knew how to pronounce it. No one knew what the fuck it was. It's like, dude, this is like a mainstream show, and you guys don't remember that one episode that had like this fucking crazy mind fuck of a theory? Yeah.
No one really. No, only we thought that was interesting. Really?
Yeah.
Fucking. Yeah.
And that's the shit that Big Bang went away from, which is why it's not as good later. Anyways, Big Bang hate aside, fucking Schrodinger's Cat was the name of the band. We had like one drummer a little bit and drumming on the shitty drum kit while we were saving up to get one. But the show had a house kit that we were going to use, so we didn't need a drum kit. So we're practicing on the shitty one. Then this dude didn't really work out, so then we had another friend that we played a lot of Rock Band 2 with, who wasn't actually a drummer, but he played a lot of Rock Band 2, and we all like the only reason we all got good on the guitar, on Guitar Hero and Rock Band is because we were waiting for our turn to play the drums.
Yeah,
literally the only reason. And
that's the only reason I know how to play drums, kind of.
Yeah,
is because of Rock Band.
Yeah, so like people always like, can you play drums? I'm like, I'm not a drummer. If you saw me drum, you think I can play drums. But if a real drummer saw me drum, they'd be like, no, he can't play drums.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I explain it.
If you saw me, you'd be like, whoa, damn, that's good. But no.
Listen to Rapper Rumble. Time in the line. All right. Yeah, so fucking... so Albion came in. The best thing about Albion is his main genre that he always listened to was hip-hop anyway. So when he drummed, he had a really dope style that still, I think, to this day, Schrodinger's Cat has one of the most unique sounds. Not the best songs, but one of the most unique sounds. Like, because we were 3-piece, guitar, bass, drums.
We're all interested in completely different types of music.
Right,
because you were more like Rise Against, and I think that's when I started getting
I was getting more heavier shit, even the Killing Tree. Like, I was starting to get kind of heavy, but then going into
softer.
Hip-hop.
I was getting, like, jazz and Frank Sinatra and fucking, like, then Tom Waits fucking changed my life.
Yeah, Tom Waits.
Albion was always a hip-hop guy. So like our 3 styles was just like, I don't know, man.
We all still had, there was like a Venn diagram. Like we still had a core music. Like we
appreciate all of 3 of us love Eminem,
LPJZ.
Yes.
Dude, like tons of shit. And we would jam. That's like one of the things we did with a lot of our early friend groups. We just fucking jam the music. Just fucking share music. Fucking great. But yeah, so Albion came in, started drumming for us. We played the show. It was fucking packed. Like, it was a huge show. And we honestly, I believed that we would win based on originality alone.
I did too.
Because every other band was like doing shit.
They were tight, though.
They were tight. They were good.
We were as tight because we fucking...
But hey, we threw like 4 songs together in a month.
I know, and a lot of people came up to us and they were like, man, you guys got... some kind of, like, you're weird, but it's good. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, man. One guy called us, like, skatecore.
Skatecore. I was literally about to say, like, everybody was coming up and calling us different genres. Skatecore. You got this weird, like, punky...
You just, like, played...
grunge.
What sounds good to us. Yeah. Like, it just sounds good to me. I don't know what the fuck we wanted to be.
Dude, like
a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know,
that's
we
the thing.
Didn't even. That's what set us apart from everything.
Nirvana was also a band that we all fucking loved. And it was a huge Blink-182, huge influence on like the way we approach songs.
What the set us apart was we didn't go into going, we're gonna be this genre. We're just like, we're gonna play this song. You know, okay, you like this song? Okay, here's this song. We never were like, this is the genre we are. Not once did we ever discuss it. or talk about it. We were just playing the songs. I don't know what the fuck. People can call us what they, and that's how I still feel about our music today. It's just where we went completely opposite kind of ways. As far as like going from a rock band to fucking. Yep. But fucking. That's how I feel about music to this day. It's like, I guess I'm a rapper.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. Is like
you listen. You tell me you report back.
Yeah.
Like, that's If you want to know, you listen. I don't care. Like, call me what you want.
Yeah, I used to kind of be obsessed with like the musician or like the artist, but now I'm like obsessed with songs and sounds. You know what I mean? Like there'll be artists I listen to everything, and I know which album I love the most, and I know exactly why I like that album. There's some like, you know, albums from that band I don't listen to. Like I love the Gorillaz, fucking love them. And their sound, it's so cohesive, it's perfect. Production, the features they have, Snoop, Mos Def, fucking, and of course Dell, fucking. Amazing, but I cannot listen to a full Gorillaz record. I can't anymore to this day. Like, I can't do it. Like, I love listening to full albums, Gorillaz. I can't do it because it's too much. It's just too much.
I've heard that about some comedians.
Yeah,
like, a lot of comedians.
And because their sound is so cohesive, it's the same thing for too long.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. It's like a lot of comedians can't listen to like one-liners for like more than like 5 minutes because like it's like the same thing. It's like listening to like that exact kind of shit. It's the same kind of song.
Yeah, the cadence.
Yeah. Where it's just like, okay, I like it's funny, but I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's where I've kind of gotten to, is where I'm like, I just like, I don't know, man. I need like a point A, a point B, a point C. I can't just like, it's like Family Guy versus South Park.
Yeah.
I just watched this fucking video about Family Guy versus South Park, and like they were trying to be not biased.
No contest.
They were trying to be not biased, but you could tell, like, yeah, you know who's like better. You know which one's better. But it like analyzed both the joke styles and everything. It was a cool video.
How did Family Guy come up in both Mike and Automatica's podcast? This is gonna be like a tradition when I bring Sensei.
I'm talking about South Park. But and I also read through the YouTube comments because I'm one of those guys. And like, I couldn't find one pro Family Guy comment.
Really?
I couldn't.
That's funny.
I could not.
Because there's hardly any redeeming qualities, you know. We're not here to hate on Family Guy,
a fucking fantastic point in this video. There's 2 episodes. There's an episode of Family Guy where Peter like becomes an alcoholic, and then denies his alcoholism, and then at the end of the day learns he needs to drink in moderation, which is Bloody Mary. The same exact storyline.
Bloody Mary?
Where Randy gets...
Oh, yeah. Jose put that on there.
Same exact storyline. Literally the same exact storyline, but they analyze, like, how they get from A to B to C and the jokes between them, and they analyze, like, how South Park did it and all the jokes were relevant to the plot.
Yeah.
You know? And it was just like, and how the...
It's called the Smorgasbord. Yeah. It's very...
Yeah, yes. Disappearing. Like, it started with disappearing and it ended with disappearing.
Yeah.
So, like, that was... Yeah. So, but Family Guys is just like, okay, then, and then, and then. But Family Guys is like, so but blah, therefore, blah, discipline. Starts with discipline, ends with discipline.
Talking about discipline. Talking about discipline, though? Yeah, fucking, anyway.
That was a tangent.
That's a tangent.
I had to go off that.
Hey, I knew it was gonna happen.
It was, I did not know that Family Guy had like there was any 2 episodes that were like literally the same.
I'm too big. I mean, you can talk on that a little bit, but you put it out a lot up in a minute. So yeah, let's go back. So now I want to go back to that studio experience, recording the first Shredder's Cat album, right? So you don't really remember much about it. How about I just tell you how I explain it?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then you cut in whenever you have something to say. Okay.
Right.
So I just explained this to Shannon. So this was our first album. Okay, we were so green. We had only played shows. We didn't know what it was like in a studio. Never seen a console. Never seen Pro Tools in our life. Didn't know what the fuck we were.
Didn't understand the difference between mixing and mastering.
Did not understand. Didn't even know. I didn't even think mixing was a thing.
I didn't know that one of them was a thing. I knew one of them was. I just called them whatever. I was like, okay, he's mastering it right now. He's mixing it. I thought they were like synonymous words.
Right. So this green. We were so green. Okay, so I Googled and looked up like venue studios and stuff like that around our area, and I found the cheapest one, which was about 45 an hour. I think there was like a 60 an hour, a 50 an hour, and then a 45 an hour, and this one would have been like a 30-minute drive. And I didn't even remember that the Toadies had recorded there. I just remember that there was a Grammy was produced in that studio.
Yeah, the Toadies.
But I didn't realize it was the Toadies, but that makes a lot of sense. So I saved up like my money for like 3 paychecks, and 3 or 4 paychecks it took to get $450 because I was like, okay, 10 hours to do. Wait, no, I think 12 hours. 12 hours to do 10 songs. Of course we can do that. Songs are only 4 minutes.
Yeah, right.
One of our songs is only a minute and a half, and it's hardcore punk.
An hour a song? What's that? Duh. No, yeah, naive,
dumb. Yeah, whatever. Lord Jesus. So I called the motherfucker. We set up the studio date. Told him about the blocks we wanted. I was like, okay, so about 12 hours. That's gonna be this much. Okay, we want to record 10 songs. You want to do 10 songs in 12 hours? Yeah. Okay, you just want to cut them live off the floor, like, or are you trying to go in and record them individual tracks? Yeah, and I'm like, exactly, like, yeah. Like, are you going to play, like, are you going to the whole band going to be in the studio at one time? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, we'll try to do that, fine. And I was like, okay, and then I was like, kept talking about money. So I was like, so it's going to be $450 because I wanted, at this time I didn't even have a card. I did not even have, like, any type of card or digital money at all. It was everything I dealt was cash. I was 17, 18, and phones were flip phones still. You know, it's like that type. So,
the fuck is a flip phone, man? Like the fucking new Galaxy?
T9. New Galaxy. Yeah, so fucking, he's like, okay, this motherfucker doesn't know what he's talking about. So he's like, whatever, we'll take the $450. You guys can record the tracks. Didn't know what kind of band we were. Didn't know what he was getting into. I know which guy I was talking to. If it's not clear
later
already, because what's funny is I explained them both in the same way to Shannon. I was like, one guy was vibing with us, and the other guy didn't want anything to do with us. And that's fucking I literally said it was like a good cop, bad cop situation.
It was very much that.
It was hilarious. So, yeah. So anyway, fucking, this place is so far away. For whatever reason, I believe someone took us.
Nathan.
No, and brought us. He took us and brought us back.
I don't know who brought us back.
Nathan brought us back. He was there. He brought us back.
Yeah.
Somebody took us. I feel like Ricky's uncle or something.
Maybe.
I feel like it was.
We were all packed in the back of a pickup.
We were all
packed.
That's all I
remember.
We were all packed. Everything
like
we had.
laying against a cymbal for 45 minutes.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, my fucking back, dude.
That's too true. Yo, so we go to like 30 minutes out of the way, and I remember we turn onto this like dirt road, gravel,
we're like,
and we're like, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
We go more. There's just trees, no buildings. We're like, oh, we're all gonna die and get robbed. I have cash on me. We got all our instruments. We're all here. Someone's gonna pull a gun, take all our shit, and leave us as bodies in the woods. This is how it's gonna happen. Holy shit. No, that's not what happened. So we pull up, finally see this little building with other cars, and we're like, okay. Pull up, knock on the door, open the door. I immediately feel safe because it's actually a studio. And there was like some entranceway before we went to the actual main console room. And somebody, whoever, I believe it was someone Ricky knew, dropped us all off. Maybe it was Ricky. Because he wasn't there at the end, I don't think. I think it was Ricky, and he could not stay.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Who eventually we call him. He plays with us on Back for Blood and stuff. We call him Akuma de Puma as well. But anyway, so Ricky, pretty much, I think he dropped us off. Got all our shit inside, set up. That already took the first hour that we paid for. Probably to set up and put all the mics on and shit like that, which we didn't count for because we literally thought we just show up and the instruments would just spawn into place.
You'd be like, all right,
go. Yeah. So anyway, we did that. Then we had some setup arrangements where he drummed one song, I drummed one song. I played bass and guitar on that song that you drummed because it was like a hip hop kind of track.
right.
And I was just doing random crap. The bass was a bass line, but the guitar was just random crap. I was just making noise.
It was the one that Albion
did a rap on.
Rap
or something.
on. Yeah, it was the only track he did vocals on.
Yeah.
It's like a rap song.
Anyway, it was a good shit.
Anyway. Yeah, because I was like, let's do a hip hop song. Like, that's Schrodinger's Cat, dude.
Yeah,
what genre are you? Someone would have broke their fucking arm on our show,
were calling
dude.
it internet rock?
What? I don't know.
You were calling it internet because www whatever we want.
Oh, right. That's clever. I'm clever. I don't remember that at all, but that's fucking clever. Go me.
You don't remember shit.
Internet, that's fucking clever.
It's the internet
whatever
rock.
we want.
Whatever we want. www.
www.com
the fuck down right. Okay. So yeah, the studio we get in, we set up all the shit, we fucking record the tracks. It takes forever, and like going back to Burned, I remember there was a moment when they were mixing, like they were just, we didn't know what mixing was. We just thought how it went in was how it was gonna.
Right. Yeah. I was like, yeah, don't fuck with this one at all. Not at all. Yeah, don't fuck. It's ugly. I was like, yeah, because I thought it would just come out like Bad Brains.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's what I heard they did. I don't know. They said they fucking played it on the floor and they just put it out. I didn't realize that. Well, of course they mixed it.
Yeah.
They played it on the floor all in one take, but yeah, they fucking did something to it. You fucking dumbass.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
because that one, the guitars are ridiculously loud. Like, you don't want to change it at all. No.
Yeah.
we tricked ourselves into it sounding good.
It's like so embarrassing.
It's so sad.
It's so embarrassing.
First experience. Everybody learns. Everybody learns. No. So we recorded these mixing. I remember at one point he's listening to Burned because going back to, dude, I think we both fucking nailed something on the guitar and the bass to that song. I think that whole song is a fucking full ass vibe. Yeah. And it does this like weird random punk rock thing at the end, which I thought was totally necessary, but I don't think it really is anymore. Or else I would do something a little different, probably more electronic, because that's more my style now.
I haven't heard that in a long time, but
yeah, it does this like wasn't necessary. Up All Night did it better to keep the vibe going, but yeah, dude, he was vibing to that. And then I remember Bad Cop, which I guess we'll just call him Good Cop, or Bad Cop was like, look at this guy. He's like, this is really nice. And he starts talking about blah, 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 blah. He goes, okay, man, just mix it or whatever. And he's like, no, I want to let them know, And then also, another thing.
Good Cop said it's nice.
The Good Cop said it was nice. He's like, you guys, this is nice. It's got a vibe. This.
He was trying to say, go. He was like his. Yeah. He was basically going, go this direction.
Yeah.
Keep doing stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's like, you
stop with that.
This is happening. Bullshit. This is happening. Your instruments are working together. Your registers and blah blah blah. Even though you're playing high, it's still working. Blah blah blah. He's explaining. He's like, okay, just mix the song. And then fucking, he's like, well, I was just telling him. He's like, and the guy, I remember he's like saying like this. And he goes, these kids don't have a lot of money. He literally said those words. I will never forget that. I look at the envelope of money and I'm like, fuck, man. When I'm looking at the clock, it's 1 in the morning. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. Like,
they eat ramen for dinner, man. Look at them, dude. Look how fucking skinny they are, dude. You think they got 2 parents at home? Think about it for 2
His
seconds.
jeans weren't even ripped before they came in here. I swear to God, he said that. I swear to God, he said that shit. I just explained.
Oh shit!
It's one of the funniest experiences of my lives. Like, look at then it was like, oh man, like we're already 2 hours
your
past.
Minute. There's your minute, dude. There's your fucking minute. These kids don't have money.
Oh shit!
You don't even know how funny that was. You don't even know how funny that was.
It wasn't me. It was this motherfucker. I'm telling you how it happened. This is truth right here. True comedy. This is it, man. I'm telling you, man.
I got a DUI, baby. Shit.
He's already arms crossed.
God damn.
He's already arms crossed. Listen. He's arms crossed. No. Hold on. It's a combination. We got 3 things happening. He's arms crossed already. Energy. Bad negative energy. This guy does not want to be here. Face palms. Looks and says, these kids don't have a lot of money. It was that sequence of actions that I looked at the clock. It's 2 hours past. I'm like, bro, I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, I guess I kept saying, oh, it's good enough. Good Cop was there for us.
I don't remember that at all, but I'm so glad you told that to me, dude, because one of us is going to say that on stage somewhere.
Good Cop was there for us. Good Cop. Good Cop engineer was chilling, man. He was like, you know, I want to finish this project for them. He was there for the project, which was like fucking kudos to that guy. One day we'll have to look up. I don't even know the name of the studio where these people were at all. One of the things we should definitely know.
Yeah.
But this guy was there for us. This guy was fucking there for us, and he was like, I want to finish this project. And the guy's like, you know, he's like, these kids don't have a lot of money. And he's like, you know, I want to finish. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. You know, like, I've got this much money. I don't have any more money, so we're already an hour over or whatever. So, like, we'll just take whatever we have, you know, or whatever. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I remember that.
Sorry, you know.
Just give us our crap. Give us our bullshit CD and let us leave, please.
Put it in the truck, please. It's my dignity, ego around.
Trust me, it's never gonna see the light of day.
Yo, fucking yeah. So fucking that happened.
Oh, that
and
was
then,
funny.
No, he stayed there till about 3 a.m.
Yeah,
we had to call our Uncle Nathan anyway.
Yeah,
and we couldn't get. It's so long that Ricky couldn't come and get us. We're like, oh fuck, we're stuck at this studio where we don't in bumfuck nowhere, and we need to get all our shit home with us and people, all of us together, to travel in one unit to our destination of home. We need that to happen. So, fucking, we called our Uncle Nathan. He had a truck. The only person we know with a truck. He called us, and he gets there, and he's there for another hour because they're still fucking mixing and doing all this shit. Yeah. I remember Nathan's asking a lot of questions, and Nate at one point, our uncle goes,
"Oh, right.
Has this studio ever done any big records?" And Bad Cop goes, "I gotta give you all the visual. Mixing console. Nathan's back there. This studio has produced 4 Grammys." Turns back around to this bullshit he does not want to be working on. Reminding himself, he has to remind himself. Like,
we have to send him a fucking Hallmark card, man.
This studio has produced 4 Grammys.
Oh,
and I don't know why I'm working on this bullshit. You know,
we have to send them some chocolates,
man.
I want a Hallmark card.
Good Cop, Bad Cop. Shout out to you guys for all engineers everywhere. They deal with bullshit. They deal with bullshit a lot. And man,
oh, it's embarrassing.
Started working with Greg a lot, and I learned a lot how to be a better studio musician and take things like that. So that was basically the whole studio experience. Is anything else you remember from that?
No, not at all.
Well, there you go.
Not at all.
Gems and nuggets of wisdom.
Oh, that was funny.
So yeah, we're gonna take our first ad break. I'm gonna hit the break. We're gonna fill up our water. And, yeah, we'll get back with it. Alright, we're back with Moniker, and, we're talking about, love life and, I don't know. How many children do you have?
8.
He has 8 children, and when were they
all twins?
And where were they all conceived?
Probably outside somewhere.
Outside. You
in
heard
the forest.
it here.
In the forest.
Forest children. Okay, yeah, so we're talking about music, talking about life, talking about fucking hilarious ass studio experiences, show experiences.
We don't have a lot of money.
We don't have
Subscribe to b-nign on Twitch.
Unfortunately, it's still the case. Subscribe, donate,
like
below.
and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Donate below at the PayPal button, and Venmo me at b-nign music, and Cash App me at b-nign music, and Patreon. Go to patreon.com/ I don't have a Patreon yet, but I'm working on getting one. And there's free content for subscribers. Right.
It's all free, man. Free isn't free. Think about it.
So anyway, let's get on to it. Let's talk about what. Yeah, so we've always been into art. We're twins. I already know. Fucking no secrets here. Yeah. So when did you first want to be an artist, creator, artist of any kind?
We always were. Like ever since I remember, we always did. Like yeah. Like I remember like making the fake fire, so we could have like we put like microwaves in the marshmallow.
Microwaves
Dr.
in the
Pepper.
marshmallow.
I almost said it. We do the s'mores in a microwave, and then we go pretend that we roasted them over a fire. But the fire.
I do not
You don't
remember
this
this
at all.
shit. How old were we?
I don't know, like 8, 9.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. We
We
drew a piece of paper.
drew a piece of paper to look like fire, and then we Granny, can we have some scissors? And then we fucking cut the thing, and then we put it, and then we draw logs. Very hard to draw. It's a rectangle, multiple shades of brown. Dude, we were artists, dude. Like they should, if we still had it, they'd frame it. But no, we put like an X with the logs, and then we'd stand the fire up on that. Mm-hmm. You don't remember that at all? Okay.
No, I don't remember that at all. That's fucking
no,
crazy.
and then we like make the s'mores and then go sit in front of our fake. Oh, this is warm. Whoa, get a little toasty. Eating our s'mores. Like, I don't know. Dude, we had to get creative. We are always fucking drawing shit.
I don't remember doing that. I don't even remember making s'mores in a microwave. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, there's no fire around, dude. You put the shit, the shit, you put it in the microwave, you put that shit on like 15 seconds, and then you fucking...
That's crazy.
No, but the first time I was like, oh man, I kind of like people can do this and get paid for it. Was cartooning, was like Calvin and Hobbes, Peanuts. Like we used to always read the Sunday paper, and then one day it clicked in my head. I was like, wait a second, these people this is their job? Like they just draw cartoons, and then I just want to make cartoons. Mm-hmm. Then I realized I wasn't that funny, and I can't write jokes. Then life happened, and now joke is my
Calvin
life.
Hobbes.
Yeah, dude.
Calvin Hobbes impacted
Logan.
that a lot more.
Yeah, Logan, my buddy, we were in 5th grade, and my friend Logan was like, you like Peanuts and stuff? I'm like, yeah, dude, Sunday papers and Garfield. Garfield was my favorite shit. Garfield was my shit, bro.
Libraries, elementary school libraries, cleaned out.
You looking for Garfield? I got that shit. You looking for Garfield? Oh, the 22nd, you'll see it. How about that? Look at that little stamp right there.
Show up on the day, return it. Check it out again.
This is probably like alien to like younger people. Because I don't know how they probably have like an electronic system checking out. But they used to put stamps. They used to have a stamp with like dials on it, and it would tell you the day. And they would open the page, and then you would write your name in the book. Inside the book, there was little columns or a card. There's a card, looked like a fucking punch card. If you even know what the fuck that is, several jobs I've had to have.
It's got to be like a boop. I want to check this book out. Boop.
Yeah, no, dude.
I think it was like that towards the end of our school.
Well, you'd hand it to them and they would stamp the shit and you put it in this little sleeve in the front of the book. You ain't getting Garfield back till the 22nd, is all I'm saying.
If you watch some really old episodes of Arthur, you see exactly what we're talking about because I know that shit came up.
Arthur was a show with a aardvark. I was going to say
everybody knows fucking Arthur. I hope. Arthur's like SpongeBob. It's like the even kiddier version of SpongeBob, because SpongeBob is like one of those things that everybody from adults to kids, like the youngest kids, fucking know right now. They know it. Episodes, like they can quote episodes. Same thing with Arthur. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, but Garfield was my shit. First cartoon I ever learned how to draw was Garfield, and then when we moved to Colorado, that's when I met Logan, and I noticed Logan was always doing really fucking cool looking characters.
Fucking 5th grade.
In 5th grade, this dude was phenomenal. He was like a fucking cartoon
I remember
savant.
Bill, or...
Yeah, I think it was Bill, yeah.
It looked like my version of it. Like, I know it has to be wrong, you know, because like...
Yeah, no,
But it looked like the guy from Dig Dug if he took a suit off or something.
I remember like a dog.
Or like something like Dig Dug.
Like a dog looking thing. It kind of looked like a dog, that's what I remember.
It had a really big head and a really small body.
Yeah, at least, and then stick arms. I'll never forget the stick arms because I started doing that on my shit. I was like, oh man, fucking biting his shit. Because fuck drawing hands and fingers, dude. That shit's hard.
Fuck hands and fingers.
That shit is hard, man.
It's hard.
Shit.
Fuck hands and fingers.
No, and then Calvin and Hobbes. The whole point of Logan was he introduced me to Calvin. He's like, you ever seen Calvin and Hobbes? Like what? It's like a Sunday. It's like a Sunday strip. I was like, Brandon, have you seen this shit?
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude.
I remember, I don't know how we had like a recess together or like after school.
Something. I think Logan might have let me borrow one of the Calvin and Hobbes books.
Yeah, fucking,
or maybe we checked it out from the library. Yeah.
We're just from another planet.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Either we checked it out from the library.
He plopped that shit down. I remember the first thing he told us about was the funniest one where he's like, I know how to, if we go fast enough, we approach the speed of light, we can time travel. I'm like, already, that's like physics and shit. That's already planted those seeds.
The number one memory I have from that year that we discovered Calvin and Hobbes was where it was almost winter time, and Calvin was like, snow, like, can you make it snow? Make it snow. I want to play in the snow. Yeah. And then there's like a panel where he's just like, and then the next panel is like him looking up and going, do you want me to become an atheist? And then, hey Dad, I need to figure out this joke. What is an atheist? And he's like, what are you reading? He's like, what? It just means you don't believe in God. You're godless. You're evil. You're evil. I was like, oh, atheists are evil. Got it. Fuck atheists. And then I was like, I remember going to school and finding out there was a kid in my class who was an atheist. And I was like, yeah, my dad got mad at me. I was like, yeah, like, everybody's Christian. You're Christian, right? Yeah, dude. Can you believe an atheist? Like, it's weird that they had that word in here. It's like because it came off like a bad word when Dad described it. And then I remember this kid in my class. She's like, well, I'm an atheist, and I go,
dude.
What? I was like, what do you mean? Like,
that's how
your parent. I was like, you never. Your parents never took you to church? Well, my parents are atheists too. I was like, whoa. That fucking Fallout meme. Hold up. I was like, hold up. Wait. Whoa. That was in Colorado, though. They were a lot more progressive then. Yeah. But down in Texas, man, it's hard to find an atheist. You without God here, boy. Tell you what, boy, we'll put God in you.
The Bible Belt.
Either God or a bullet, I tell you what.
That's real facts. That's all true story.
Texas, dude.
Yo.
Was I raised in Texas? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, so atheism was like foreign. And I remember also another comic where they were making Calvin was dressed nice with his hair nice, and then like when they took the picture, he was like, or did some weird shit.
If you don't read Calvin Hobbes, check it out, dude. Check out his Instagram.
Literally, I post I post a Calvin Hobbes in one of my stories every day. It changes my life. If I get famous for any reason, or like not get famous, but if anybody values me for any reason, I want it to be they discovered Calvin and Hobbes through me. That's like my whole dream, is to introduce hundreds of millions of a new generation.
It's not just funny. It's
real, dude. Stay real, question everything. Literally stems that ideology literally stems from Calvin and Hobbes. Like there's a reason that bada bing bada boom that we fucking is right here, man. We keep it this close on So that's how it is. Anyways, yeah, I also remember they're like, he does that black face, and then they're like, we can't even send these to any relatives. People are going to think we're sacrilegious. And we're like,
yeah, it was sacrilegious.
Do we ask him?
Do we ask him? Like, it has the word religious in it, but there's something before it that I don't know what the fuck that means.
I don't know what sac means. Yeah. So.
This is before Google was a thing. We had to go check out a fucking encyclopedia or fucking
ask our dad dictionary. Who just make shit up sometimes.
Yeah,
make up a lot of shit, but... So did
I think maybe we did ask him and he confused sacrilegious with blasphemy. I think that's what happened. Yeah. Who cares?
But it's funny, Calvin Hobbes shit. Yeah, so you wanted a cartoon, and then I remember making cartoons.
Yeah.
But not really stories, right? But just characters.
Yeah, I did maybe a couple little short jokes or whatever, but I just realized I couldn't like come up with them that quick. I was like how quick I thought I should. Like anyway. But and then I fucking just transferred the characters into the skateboard decks. That's when I started.
Yes.
Because that's where I wanted to be a designer, like a fucking. And I don't mean like a fashion like flu fucking French designer. I just wanted to fucking put cool shit on t-shirts, cool shit on skateboards. Like I guess I wanted to be graphic designer before I realized that was a thing. But then I don't like working on computers. I like everything hand drawn.
Yeah.
It's like an OCD thing. I just need to hand draw things. I don't like.
This logo right here.
Oh yeah, visibility. Yeah, that's where that came from.
We still use it to this day.
Yeah,
you see it flying around on the screen there.
It's not the fucking crazy, most amazing, complex design, but it was just something I remember distinctly thinking of in my head. Like it just came to me in like my head. I was like, I envisioned that before I ever drew it, and I drew it. I was like, okay, this is, and it just stuck.
It's a dope design, yeah. It's so
Yeah.
Visibility, Viz Inc., you know, our group, and Visibility was originally a skateboard company.
Visibility Skates.
Mm.
Then
Vizzy Skates, and then Vizzy Skates turned to Vizzy Inc.
Yeah, Vizzy Inc.
But
yeah, I just like designing skateboards and
Visibility
stuff.
Records,
Yeah.
which is all of our music that we both release is labeled under Visibility Records. If you look it up on any streaming service, you'll see Visibility Records right there. So.
I have a whole fucking font that goes with it too that I've just like gradually molded over fucking 20 years.
Oh yeah, that font is dope too.
Yeah.
Like I even memorized
just
that.
Stands out enough. Yeah.
Because
yeah, I was like
the Z is like the
it's like a square. The Z is a square.
Yeah. And then you put the lines like this.
Yep.
Yeah, it kicks ass.
I try to make it as square as possible except for the eyes, because the eyes stand out, and that way everyone realizes that it's every other letter is an eye. Yeah.
Which we gotta make
everything
a
else
part
is
two,
square.
a part two, like a second version of V-I-Z-I-B-I.
Yeah.
Because like that song was like an epic, like it's like a 6 or 7 minute song or whatever, 8 minute song almost. It's like we need to do that.
We could do like a reprise.
Yeah, reprise or some shit. So yeah, getting into that, so we started playing it.
Get
So
on that though.
yeah, so that's when you first realized you're an artist, and then whenever Schrodinger's Cat started, like I was like, okay, let's write songs. You already had written Epitome of Happy, the lyrics, and I had already written.
Oh right, this one
Epitome of Happy.
Yeah,
the riff.
Yeah. And that's
so
when
I
got super obsessed with Kurt Cobain, and then I just started writing. And I don't remember which song inspired me. Maybe like Floyd the Barber or something like that. But something was like, oh man, I should write a song about like being a rat. Just make it as short as possible. Like I wanted to convey the most with the least amount of words, because I thought there was a certain trick to that. And
that's funny, because that's exactly what Salutations is.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't even know if I did that on purpose. I just like that was lyrics I found later. So.
Yeah. But I just wanted a song about a rat, or about being a rat. And,
yeah.
I don't know. It just I just like now I look at the lyrics, like I couldn't write that now. I mean, I like it. I'm not saying I'm not shitting on it, but I couldn't write that like stuff like that now. I'm too fucking in my own head about so much shit. I fucking rework on my lyrics all the time now.
Yeah.
I used to just go, but then I could do that. Like now I'm like I really have to like think about it and find what's really coming next. But I used to just be able to just spit out something like I don't know what it was when we first started smoking weed too.
Yeah.
So when we first started smoking weed, like something like creative bug just clicked in my head. And I just
same thing for me, because I remember we used to bring our notebooks with us, like to our friend's house and shit like that.
Yeah.
And we would just write down everything. We would write down like things that happened, like as they were happening. Yeah. We would write down lyric ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
No, we did. We made I made a song about it. I think I made
maybe
I made like a spoken word.
Ghost Castle?
Maybe.
We combined two spoken word things. I think that ended up being called
that was a Schrodinger's Cat.
Because it was like this weird do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could like try to remember how to play all those songs, but I don't know.
Whatever. It was a good moment when it happened.
Yeah. Company. Yeah, fucking. I still remember a lot of those songs too. I love a lot of those riffs, and I think a lot of those could rework and kind of redo the album and make it sound good too. In a way, I think there's jewels and gems we could get from that shit. Because a lot of even like what's it called? Yeah, the first EP we did that we released before Unstable, Flying Saucer. Like a lot of those songs were supposed to be Schrodinger's Cat songs that I just reworked, So yeah, going back to Schrodinger's Cat, it was one of the things about it was like it was really hard to keep a drummer. Like Albion wasn't really consistent, and also we kind of just threw him in. Like we were like, you're the only person we know that can hold a beat. You know what I mean? So it would like we weren't like holding him hostage. You know what I mean? We didn't want to hold him hostage for a lot of reasons, and then the band just kind of fell apart. Like shows were fewer, and then we just couldn't get practice every week, right? Mm-hmm. So then at the time we were fucking with FL.
Yeah, we were trying to do it once a week, and then someone could make that.
Yeah, and at the time, somewhere, one of us got as FL Studio 10.
Oh, right.
And at the time, I thought it was just a beat making. Yeah, you got it from Chris. Yeah, I thought it was just like a beat making software. Like that's what it was designed for. You can't do full productions. You can't record vocals.
Yeah, I thought
you just put Oh, you know one thing I want to talk about. Let's go a little before that. Do you remember that Flash DAW they had in like Coca-Cola.com?
Yeah, the punk.
There was Punk-O-Matic, but no, Coca-Cola had its own.
So. Yeah,
that you could.
Yeah,
it was like more dynamic, and you made a lot of songs. You made some songs on that, and I know that had to be like part of you wanting to do FL too.
I think that's what. Yeah,
but you couldn't save them.
I don't.
That was the
remember,
thing.
Yeah.
You fuck around in it.
Yeah, unless you were like recorded on the fuck like.
I don't even know how I recorded the screen back then. That's crazy, man. I don't know how I figured that shit out because I recorded a bunch of Punk-O-Matics. They're on my fucking YouTube channel right now.
I think they had an option, something. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Who cares?
But no, because it records the whole YouTube page on my videos. It's weird. Or maybe I just said I don't fucking know. But anyways, yeah, those DAWs were fucking weird, like flash game DAWs. I was like, that's fucking interesting. I didn't even know they were called. It was called the DAW at the time, you know. But yeah, it was interesting. So I fucked with Punk-O-Matic a lot, and then FL first time I tried, I was like, it's like Punk-O-Matic, except I can have all the notes, and I know all the notes. You know what I'm saying? Like I could just. I'm playing. I know this chord. I know that chord, and I could just put them in there, and then that's like kind of how I started making more electronic-y stuff and experimenting expanding my palette as far as like not distorted guitar. Because remember, I had my guitar rig was literally a guitar, distortion pedal, amp. That was it.
Yeah.
So like my two sounds were clean with reverb and distorted with reverb. That was it. So yeah, getting into your first songs, like when you first came up with Moniker.
I just wanted to make beats, but I was also obsessed with Sonic Youth.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that like you just throw fucking notes together and fucking if they sounded good, then what? Like I didn't fucking worry about anything else. I just was like, that's what beats are, right? Just fucking drum track and then fucking throw shit on top. But then I just ended up becoming fucking weird, experimental or whatever. There's a couple gems out of it, I'd say. But
Courtney or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that one. And
that
then
was
Ditto
dope.
was good too.
I forgot about Ditto, Kyle. Those early
Sounds
like the ones that were getting.
And there was a few, where I fucking wanted to play bass over them. I specifically designed them to play bass over because I thought it'd be cool for a rapper to pick up the bass every now and then because you could control.
And those songs were dope too. And there was even a couple songs I was on, like guitar and bass.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing. That was fun. I like playing those shows too because, in a lot of the shows back then too, we started playing like transitioning from Schrodinger's Cat, introducing Ricky, not needing a drummer because we had a beats. We
then he wanted to start rapping too. So
yeah, Ricky wanted to start rapping too. So we're like, yeah, jump in, motherfucker. Water's cool. And so yeah, we got him in on it, and he would kind of work our beats sometimes when we both had instruments on stage. And then also those shows we would play like visiting songs. He would play like his songs, and we play my songs, and we play your songs. It was just like it was kind of like Wu-Tang. It was a lot like Wu-Tang before he even knew what Wu-Tang really did.
He would be like the hype man, or he would jump on a track or two. Yeah. Or scream.
He was a good screamer. He's got a great voice. Yeah, so fucking what's it? Yeah, so we started playing those shows, Visit Inc. Yeah, any fun shows? Anything you remember like that?
I remember that one time that fucking we were playing at like the Lizard Lounge, and all of a sudden like you see this people up on the balcony going like, hey. Yeah, it was fucking like I was like, damn, crowded. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was so crowded, and like it was like I just remember drawing a crowd to us, and that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was all. Yeah, that's totally different because this was one of those. I think another one of those pay-to-play shows.
Yeah,
which is basically you're only playing for musicians and other rappers. And also the thing I remember at that show was, fucking we walked in and we're like sound guy, we're like, hey, looking for the sound guy, and guys like, yeah, it's me. What's up? And I'm like, we're gonna put our instruments. He's like,
instruments.
He's like, there's a band. He's like, there's a band on this show. Shit.
Yeah.
He was like,
off that he had to
all right, man. Hey, you know what? They don't have to set up a band.
And that's when we had that really shitty electric drum kit. Too.
Yeah, and he's like, y'all the only ones, so let's get the shit up there. So he put that shit up there and mic'd it all up and shit. And then I remember then all our shit was on there first because we were the only band. Then they started the show, and so these rappers just performing in front of our instruments with like fucking punk rock stickers and shit all over it. Kind of looked like a set piece, a little bit. But fucking I remember one guy was sound checking. He's like, check 1 2, check 1 2. And the guy's like, "Hey man, hey,
See the mic? Yeah, see how? He's like, yeah, see this? Look, you can hear me. All right, should do this sound like a dick in your mouth or something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like you got a dick in your mouth. You want to sound like you got a dick in your mouth, do you?" And he's like, he like plays it off like whatever. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Oh, like, sound like I got a dick in my mouth. Well, like, shucks.
Yeah, so fucking that was just hilarious because that sound guy did not want to mic up a band, and then he was just like dealing with all these rappers that were also as equally not knowledgeable and shit. But no, it was a cool show because once we started playing, everybody's like, "What the fuck is band's playing? Why is there a fucking band here?"
And then we started playing hip hop, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
We were like, "What the fuck?" We played Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
And that bass, we played the bass, and then the fucking hit the beat
and rapped at the same time.
And rapped,
and they were like,
and went back and forth.
Fuck?
And then the fucking chorus has that whatever.
Fucking
that cadence.
Scottish or something, whatever.
Scotch snap.
Scotch snap. That's what I was trying to think of. Kinda.
Yeah. It's just a repetition of Scotch snaps. Yeah. So that was the moment, like when the beat kicked in, like the cymbals kicked in with the bass and the drums.
Yeah.
The drum machine and shit like that. That was the moment that everybody's like, "Hey." And this crowd just formed and just swarmed and just
the balcony
started
and
getting.
Shit. I'm like, damn,
getting
dude,
turned.
Yeah, dude,
Getting turned.
This is a good song, isn't it?
Yeah, it was fucking great. It was great. I love shit like that. Those are great moments. And then there was a time that I've talked about a couple times too, which is when we played the Blue Cloud, and we were playing this.
Oh my god.
Feature party where this
fucking MTV celebrity.
MTV reality show celebrity thousandaire was appearing at this event, and they hired a band to play.
And they don't realize
they had no idea what
band. They're like, what the fuck? They stopped us at like an hour, and they're like, you just got a CD or something we can play.
Did they
play? Yeah,
I believe that.
Yeah, they stopped us and were like, you got a CD or something. This is just the vibe sucks, man. This ain't no dance vibe, bro. Like, you fucking know which band you're hiring, man.
Yeah, you even like that was on them.
Yeah, that's
on you. Look up the band? You hired
YouTube
a rap
video. You got like 8 YouTube videos, man.
You say you hired a rap band to perform this show with this. Or not even a show, it was a club. It was like a club.
It was a
we
club.
Set up on the floor. We were not on a stage where there was
it wasn't
things
a
pointing
show.
at it.
It was
we were in the corner
playing for people who were supposed to be there. The place didn't really fill up.
It did not.
I'll tell you that.
Up.
They didn't get what they asked for.
Yeah,
they got paid. Right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure we got paid to stop. It was.
Can you just stop? Yeah,
it was hilarious.
It was a CD. They played like a little bit of. I think I had the CD. You didn't have a CD yet. They played like maybe halfway through, and then they just turned on like regular hip hop. Like, okay, we just got a regular DJ.
Yeah,
you got dismissed.
Regular fucking someone's mixed CD.
Here.
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious. That was fucking funny. Went all the way to Dallas for that show. It was great.
No, it wasn't.
It was great.
It was great.
Hindsight. It's fucking
good
hilarious,
story, I guess.
It's a great story. These bitches had no. That's on them. We didn't fuck up. We did what we were paid to do.
Yeah.
Hey,
do your research.
You did what you paid.
You hire a band. Fucking go check out one YouTube video.
Success.
Because I know he went on Spotify.
Devin went on Spotify. I didn't know
Spotify didn't even exist.
Did it?
No,
fucking who knows? So. Yeah, so we decided to do a split EP called
Flying Saucer.
Flying Saucer, which was like it was your half 6 songs, then my half 6 songs.
That's when I started getting kind of started getting the zone of like what we later became now.
Yeah,
that's like that was like the first us becoming us separately,
which is why you can't find that shit. Yeah, because
a
lot of that shit needs to be
reworked. On fucking Bandcamp.
It's probably on Bandcamp.
But Bandcamp, a lot of those demos on there that the songs that were almost songs that never became songs.
Yeah,
some of them are fucking.
Yeah, there's gems.
Some fucking.
There's gems, bars. There's ideas in there.
Yeah, for real.
Some good shit in there. Yeah, I want to revisit. I want to do another Flying Saucer, like Flying Saucer 2, which I'll just pretty much remake all my songs. I don't know what you're gonna do. Mine are pretty much gonna be remade. And
I don't even remember those songs. I'm not interested.
No, I mean, but you know what I
Let
mean.
him die.
Yeah, you know what I'm
die.
saying? Like make a new 6
Flying
songs.
Saucer 2.
Yeah, make a new 6 songs because I'm probably gonna rework because there's some good shit like Forget is on there. B4 is on there. B5 is like my 5th most popular, most streamed song or something.
Yeah, that
no.
Wait, so
like
Flying Saucer had like
had B4, and I wrote a sequel called B5. Slim Pickens. Forget. Let's go. I know
that was my fucking jam.
Yeah,
dude.
that one we were watching a shitload of Walking Dead.
Yeah.
I think I told Limbo the story too because he's a huge Walking Dead fan. But yeah, we were watching a shitload of Walking Dead, so I was like, I'm gonna write a song as if zombies ate all the humans already, and there's no more humans left to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens then? You know what I'm saying? Like, what brains? There's no brains, you know, or whatever. Like, that was just an interesting scenario to me. They're just walking around like decomposing or whatever. I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's pretty much what Forget was about. But it was also like I also call it Forget because I wrote it for my guitar. Like it was just like a gift that I gave to Woody kind of thing, which I wanted to eventually be like about the guitar, and I was gonna work it like that. Like when I titled it that. Because I titled the riff, I think, before I even wrote the lyrics. But when I wrote the lyrics, that's what it ended up being, and there's not really anything for Woody or about Woody in it, but it's just a fun song.
I always think of that old building. Remember, it was like the White Settlement Monument that got changed into the storage place, but it used to just be like beams. I always think of that song.
During Forget?
Yeah.
I always think of Philly, going to Philly. The time we went to Philly together. Yeah. Because that's where I wrote it. Like that's literally where I came up with it. Like in the hotel. Like because I brought my guitar and I wasn't just gonna sit there and be bored because I didn't have like a car.
Rocky Steps.
I didn't do the Rocky Steps thing, but I did go to the Liberty Bell, which I was so fucking stoked on because
that was pretty cool.
I was a huge Thomas Jefferson mark.
This motherfucker doesn't see fucking velvet ropes. you try to go across the street and then hop over this thing to see like statues like Thomas Jefferson and shit, and then I'm like, dude, I don't think you should. And he's like, no, I'm gonna go over there, okay. And I'm like, dude, I don't think you should. And you're like, nah. And then hey, hey, you can't be back here. You gotta pay for the tour. Oh shit. Okay, my bad. Okay,
that's my bad. Sorry, city.
Yeah, you were like, oh shit. All right,
sorry. City of Philadelphia. My phone is very bad, and I wanted an up close picture.
That dude fucking yelled at you
because I took a picture of it from across the street, and I was like,
he's like, hey, get back.
Yeah, he was mad.
He almost shot you with a musket, dude.
That was got me that musket.
He almost got you with his musket. That's how they guarded the Liberty Bell. They got muskets. Sir?
Sire!
I say stay back. Don't make me.
Oh, fuck.
I swear to God, I'm pouring it.
More on top.
Fuck it.
Right between your butt cheeks. Little fucking
I'll musket you in the face if you don't run out of here in 65 seconds. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Thomas Jefferson, man. Hey, Thomas Jefferson, he owned slaves. I know he wasn't a great person.
Whoa,
right? He wasn't an amazing
Whoa, we didn't have to bring that into this. I'm just saying you're a trespasser. Where are we going?
Hold up.
Where are we going?
Well, hold up.
Fuck,
I still
apologize.
I am. No, I'm not, but I am. But seriously, I'm apologizing on my behalf of being a slight Thomas Jefferson mark because dude's a poet. I'm not gonna lie, he's a fucking poet. Sometimes, like Kanye, I can listen to Kanye sometimes. You gotta separate the art from the artist. And also, one thing I liked about Thomas Jefferson is he like kept poems, and not only kept poems, like he kept them organized. Like this poem is for my romance. This poem is for my family. This poem is for my country. You know, like, and
we went to Philadelphia, and the only thing I regret is not going to see the ECW stadium.
The bingo hall?
Yeah, the bingo hall.
I don't even think it's there anymore.
Fucking the area where it was, dude.
The area where...
I just want to feel the energy of Bam Bam Bigelow, bro.
Yeah. Go to Asbury Park.
Jersey.
Greetings. You know what I'm saying?
I've watched too much goddamn Jersey Shore in the last 2 months, and it's starting to drive me insane. Fuck Mike the Situation.
That does not sound like...
I put in headphones last time. I was like, fuck this.
Dude.
You guys watched that. I had to check out. I was like, I'll watch my podcast.
That is not, yeah.
Ugh. All right, I had to bring that up, but I'm traumatized.
Sounds miserable.
It's fucking brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah, so visiting shows, okay, going into making, I guess, your first record.
Wave That Won't Crest, yeah, that's when I got my iPad for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, GarageBand's fucking cool. And I started making crazy beats on GarageBand that were better than the ones I had, but fucking horribly mixed. And that's my first album. But, you know, lyrics, I always stand behind my lyrics. So the lyrics are all good. Even if, like, there's a couple that I don't believe now. Same thing with my second album, which was 11:59, which I intended to make, like, a New Year's album. That one, like, I stand behind. There's things where I, like, change kind of my views and stuff a little bit, but I stand behind. My lyrics are as I was at the time. Yeah. But then when I really started honing in, that's when I made Mulligan, which is a combination of the first two. So it was just my favorite songs. Yeah, I just remixed, which still the mixes didn't turn out that great.
Been there, I know.
But they were a lot better than they fucking were.
Yeah.
And
that's like the know-how.
They were just like,
it's not perfect, but
yeah, they were just songs that I like. I was like, dude, I really care about these, so I just want other people to care about them, so I'll release them again. You know. And then WoW was like, you know, last thing I did, of course, but still, like, I actually had a concept behind that and had an idea,
like
which
the comedy,
started as a
incorporating
single
comedy.
Yeah. I just wanted to do a single with Mike, and then I liked Smells Tuna so much.
Yeah.
And I started making more songs, and it just kind of
like
came about.
It was like a whole sound. You know what I mean? Like
like
a lot of your songs
that I was making, they all kind of matched together. Like the first two albums, like every song kind of sounded completely different. But WoW actually, like, they all have like a similar, like, it sounds like they all belong together.
Yeah.
And when I finally figured that out, and was like, why not fucking be funny? I was like, why am I taking myself fucking serious, dude? So I'd just be funny, put some skits in there. I was like, dude, I used to love hip-hop albums with skits. Like, now I just look down upon them. Why? Why? And I was like, why do I hate this now? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna like it again. Fuck, like, I'm not gonna hate anything anymore. What do you got to offer, dude? Like, I just want to hear. I'll fucking listen to any kind of music and try to find something in it that I like. But
that's one thing I like about Speeding Bullet to Heaven from Kid Cudi. I don't know if you listened to it all the way through.
I don't think so.
Fucking amazing. It's like that weird, like, grunge, whatever, like one of my favorite albums ever. Fucking, it's grungy, weird, rocky, but still Kid Cudi, because he has a rock band, so it's not quite rock band, you know. Anyways, fucking between, there's some skits, but they're not actual skits because they're not their own track, but they're on the ends of songs and shit. It's Beavis and Butthead, but it's literally Mike Judge. Like, he actually got Mike Judge to do them, and like to talk about the songs, and they talk about some weird shit. It's like that whole album, and I talk about it all the time. I mentioned it on with Mike, and Vash is the one that introduced me to it, and I mentioned it in fucking Limbo Stream and stuff like that. So, like, I swear by that album. Like, I'm a big fan of left turns. When bands take a left turn, I'm like, what do you got to offer? You know, what kind of left turn?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I don't fuck with it.
I used to hate that when I was a kid. Like, whether they changed their whole fucking, they don't even sound the same anymore. Now I'm like, oh no, they were like, what else were they going to keep making the same shit over and over? No, dude. Like, Simple Plan did that. Like, at first I was like kind of hesitant about their, like, kind of pop. You know, they went like the pop, like.
Well, here's the thing: the first three albums are pretty different. Okay. And they don't release albums that often, but it's the most recent. Yeah. And they introduced like the electronic sound.
I fucking love that song. Yeah. But if I was 14 or 15, I would have hated it. I would have fucking hated it. Yeah. I know that, but like I said, you know, you grow up.
Yeah, your taste change. Exactly. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, left turns, dude. Like.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess that's what I did with WoW. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Because it was like it was really cohesive. Like, it was like, it wasn't like you were using the same drum samples and the same fucking.
Oh no, I try to make everything different.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
It just happened.
But for some reason, it still had all like the same energy and the same like vibe across the whole album.
And you helped me produce it too, so
a little bit.
Yeah, you
I mastered it
for me.
I just
made it all sound even better. Because I was worried about there's one song that's all just acoustic guitar and my voice.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, how is this gonna fit in turned out fucking well.
Yeah,
Turned out really well,
dude. Yeah, just little things, man. In the post production process, you know, like go a long way, and especially if you're doing a whole album, mastering it all the same way, getting like
Yeah, because I got a spoken word on there. I got like 3 skits, kind of technically, you know, 2 like half songs. Which are both friends. You know,
how many tracks? It's like 8,
it's
9?
technically 9 songs.
Yeah,
but there's like 15 or 16 tracks.
oh, okay. Yeah,
But there's technically like 9 songs.
that's crazy.
But it's also like 45, 50-minute record.
Right.
So I think 45-minute record. I think.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
It's all just
45 is perfect. 30 is short and thank you and leave me wanting more. You know what I mean? 30 hour too long.
Yeah.
That's how I see albums.
Yeah.
All mine are like, I don't know, between 25 and 35 minutes. I like to do it. Plus, because I release a lot
I don't
of
like
samples.
to go over like 50
Yeah.
words all in line. If it gets kind of close for late 40s, I'm like, oh.
That's my first record, which you're on twice. You're on Rapper Rumble, and the only one you're on. I think it may be. Yeah, it's probably something like that. But yeah, you're on there, and that's a long ass record. Why? It's also off my rock song, like rocky kind of shit. I was still trying to like, you know, this like really Forget Me is like kind of like a pitch to a rock band. Like if I ever wanted to recruit a band, I'd be like, okay, here's Forget Me. These are the parts I need you to learn. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about that. It's like my audition if I need to show a band what I want to play, because I still want to play that record with a full band one. Like I've never played B5 the way I want to play it, which is like literally where I don't do anything but sing and play a solo. Like when the solos happen, I need another guitarist, a bass, drums. And then someone to fuck with a drum machine sampler. I don't even know how the fuck I would do that part. I gotta figure that out. But anyways, that's a whole nother fucking thing. Fucking wow. I say wow. Mike Chaos is on it. He was here last week. So you recorded Smells Tuna first?
That's the first song I did for the album.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Man,
I almost made
one.
it start the album, but like it was one of those last minute kind of things. I'm like, I put Chandler and Joey first, and then because it starts with the whole fucking sample of Roscoe, and this is my sound.
Yeah,
you know. So I was like, okay, that'd be good.
It's a perfect fucking opening
for an album.
That works for you on any record.
I know, but it sets up like, okay, this is gonna be kind of funny, but also there's gonna be some. You know, like I can't not be serious. You know, it's just kind of like I just stopped caring as much about the stupid like shit that I like when I was writing my lyrics. And stuff.
I feel you, dude.
And when I was making my beats, I just like, you know what, I can make it. Does it sound good? Fuck yeah, dude. Is it kind of is it silly? You know. Yeah, dude.
It's like
I'm
my
silly.
Giggle. Like
dark
comedy. Dark comedy. It's a perfect record, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's not perfect production wise, but as like composition and like I'm trying to say conceptually, it's a fucking flawless album. Like from beginning to end, I fucking love that album. It's funny. You got Hannibal Buress doing a fucking verse.
Great fucking album.
Yo.
Idaho. I've never gotten sick of that song.
Dude, that song is
just
impossible.
The slow build up.
Everything about that song, and that's one of my gripes with that album too. Is that fucking the mix? Like if that was just mixed a little bit better, it's great how like it didn't bother me back in the day. But now that I know,
fucking loud cans on, bro. You fucking.
But still, I want to be able to hear him. I want to be able to hear his lyrics like a little bit better. I just feel like. And then whenever he talked about the record in the podcast, now we're just talking about Open Mike Eagle, but he mentioned that like the same kind of shit. He was like, there's just something different vocally. He was like, I'm gonna do this on every track, and there's nothing really cohesive about how the vocals were recorded, and that's kind of where the album's flawed. And I think if they were to record the vocals in Idaho, like he recorded the vocals in Big Pretty Bridges, it would sound 100% better. Like just the way he layered and everything else.
Both those are my 2 favorite songs on that album.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wouldn't change them. Either both I think are just fucking perfect.
Hell yeah, that's a great fucking record. But yeah, that's what your shit reminded me of. It was like that's what WoW reminded me of specifically. It's like dark comedy, and I'm excited to see another one of those, dude. Like, you got more shit. You have ideas
already. I know I have the name of my next album.
What?
And the album cover.
What?
It's Karma.
Yeah,
Moniker Karma.
That's cool.
So
hell yeah.
It's just an exclusive.
Exclusive.
My next album. I don't know when the fuck it's gonna it's barely started. It's barely in progress, but I already it just came to me, and I fucking got this great shot of dark clouds, and I was out in the fucking out the ranches and the pastures. No.
Just kidding.
No, where Kinsey lives, she's got like 2 houses on her property. She lives on whatever acres. So it's like it's like a country, out in the country.
Yeah.
Way out in the country. So when you're out there, you can see the fucking stars crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, but then it was super cloudy too.
Yeah.
And then she's got right in front of her house, she's got these trees that just perfectly kind of come together and just, I was like, man,
you gotta show me this cover. Where do you have the cover?
Oh, I haven't made the cover yet.
Oh, okay.
I started it. It's in my Photoshop right now.
Oh, that's dope.
But so I started fucking with it. But it's I got the vision in my head.
Yeah.
Got the vision in my head. It's going, and I already started writing a song called Karma. So I'm like, okay, so I think that's easy enough.
Fuck yeah.
Usually I wouldn't do something so cliche. I like my names to be kind of weird for my albums, but I was like, you know what? It just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
It just rolls. So I just.
Dude, I want to help produce it. Yo, it's motherfucking I'm in limbo in the house. What's up, dude? How's it going? Hey, man, it's all good, man. You chill. You don't have a ball. I've already gone through a couple stories you've already heard, but one of the funniest stories that happened right before the break.
These kids don't have money.
We were talking about. I'm gonna probably make some reels out of it because we were talking about how we our very first recording studio experience, and it's probably one of the funniest conversations I've ever fucking had. That I had no. Hilarious. I remembered it. I was talking to my wife about this a couple days ago, and I remember this one line, and yeah, I'm gonna have to make some shit about it. And he did not remember this experience at all. He was a bass player and drummer in this session.
I'm glad he waited to tell me in the stream because you can see my genuine reaction to this fucking story. I was laughing so goddamn hard.
It's gonna be one for YouTube for sure. Yeah, but we're talking about his most recent record, Wow, which came out almost over a year ago now.
Yeah, I think it was
or about a year ago. Oh. Probably right at a year ago.
I think it was 21. I don't know, man. I don't have my phone on me.
It's been a minute. Yeah, it's got a comedy. If you haven't heard it, it's fucking awesome. It's called Wow, on a Moniker Wow. It's got a comedy element. It's got some skits in there, and it's got great tracks. Mike Chaos is on it, of course, and a bunch of features. You have Mike the Blueprint.
Yeah, Mike the Blueprint.
That fucking Ivan.
Yeah, it's on my Pink song. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So yeah, about those features. How did you meet
Ivan on Instagram? I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then how did he get involved with the project?
I just asked him if he wanted to be on a song, and I sent him the beat. He's like, yeah, fuck, I'll be on that. I was like, well, it's about me wearing Victoria's Secret. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but just figure it out. Mm-hmm. And he just dropped this beat just about him and his style and shit. So it just worked out. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he's like a punk rapper from Portland, I think.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah,
he definitely has punk vibes, plus his name has the F word in it.
Yeah, that fucking Ivan. So yeah, he's definitely influenced by punk. I think he's a lot younger. Maybe he's 23 or something like that. I don't know.
Damn, it's crazy.
But he's definitely got a character to him, and he did this one album with this band called Sisters, but Sisters is with a C. So.
Okay, Sisters, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he did a collab with them, and that fucking album's crazy. It's like heavy metal, but then he raps in it.
Interesting.
And it's weird. I guess I wouldn't call it heavy metal. We're going back to not knowing genres.
Yeah, we don't have
if you went and listened to them, you'd be like, that's not fucking heavy metal. They're, I don't know, screamo or fucking heavy. They're
hardcore.
They're hard. They're very hard rock. I don't know how to say it. But I listened to that album that they came out with, and that was pretty cool. But he's just a cool dude. I need to get back in contact with him. Mm-hmm. But
so you don't want to work with him again?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, he's pretty cool, man.
And then what about Mike the Blueprint?
I've known him since high school or whatever. He was Albion and Mike Chaos and all that. So
okay,
but he's just not super motivated.
Oh, okay. So
I kept telling him, I was like, dude, you can do features, dude.
So did he come over to record on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I like your voice, and yeah, I had him record in my room several times too because he was just he wasn't giving energy. Yeah. So I finally was like, dude, listen, fucking bring it, man. I was like, bring it.
You're literally producing the whole thing.
Yeah. I was like, fucking bring it, dude. Rap that shit like you're fucking like it's gonna be fucking out for on the internet forever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know. So okay, cool. So I finally got 2 takes out of him. I just layered them over each other, and it ended up working. A lot of people love that fucking song, and I don't. It's my least favorite song. It's Godfrey Drew. It's not my least favorite song because of him by any means, because I think what he did was fucking great on it. But I just don't like how my production of the actual beat turned out. I couldn't get it right. That's the only song on a while that I'm just not like. Everything else on that fucking album, I'm like, dude, that's exactly how I meant. That's what I meant right there. But that one, it's just something about it. I could never figure it out. So I just was like, fuck it.
I feel that, dude.
I just like
happens with like literally every track I've ever released.
But the funny thing is, so many people fucking love that song. So many people are like, dude, I love that fucking Godfrey or whatever.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
always funny. Sometimes the stuff you like the least, stuff that people like the most.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
It happens.
Sometimes. Or the things that take the least amount of effort.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like,
dude, Esme's Story. Sorry. That's Busy Ink song. It's so good. It's so good. It's just everything worked. Everything worked so good in that fucking song. I don't care how simple it is.
Feels. All about them feels, Limbo. Fucking, man. So. Oh, man. There's a lot of shit we gotta go over. I don't know if we should talk about our older brother. I feel like we should wait till.
That's a death. We can do more of these.
Yeah, we can definitely do. We'll definitely doing more of these. I also want to do a full Busy Ink episode too. So like
with Busy or with Ricky.
Yeah, me and Ricky.
And Albion too.
Albion, that would be great too.
Dude, he would be good on that.
Yeah,
because he's had experience.
Yeah, and he actually did a verse on Gone and Sith.
Yeah, and he was in the studio when we recorded like half the songs too. So
imagine in your head and then it doesn't happen. Hell yeah, dude. Yep. Limbo was working on some tracks for a while. He sent me something and we were like trying to workshop it together, you know, and then he ended up writing 2 more tracks, so I'm pretty stoked on that.
Yeah, but like I said, sometimes the stuff you like the least, people tend to like the best. Sometimes it's weird how it happens.
Hell yeah,
shit.
dude.
People are like, dude, I fucking love that song. Which one? Really? That one? Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, cool, thanks. Like, what are you gonna do? Not take the? Oh, fuck you. You're wrong. Mm-hmm. My shit sucks, dude.
My shit
sucks, man. You listen to better music, man.
That's like pour it down the drain for me. Like Limbo, like that was what he said was one of his favorite tracks.
Perfect.
Yeah, and it is what it is, but it's also like I said, like sometimes the ones you put the least effort into, you know, it's like doesn't have that many layered tracks, you know. It's very simple production as far as like how it went and how I wanted to approach it. I was like, I didn't want to start doing too much. Do another verse and bring a hook in and blah blah blah. Blah. I don't want to do all that.
Dude, I see those fucking Franzia boxes every day.
Those what?
The fucking Franzia, the wine.
Oh yeah, the wine that the wine that.
Not once have I ever looked at that row of stuff and been like, not been like. Like before the song, before down the road.
No, I understand. I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah, and like I stalked them going. Every fucking time.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see them ever. Like,
if
I saw it now,
I literally see them every day.
They haven't changed the logo or anything.
Not at all. Well, they changed how the wine looks being poured into the glass. It's like they photoshopped it better. Everything else.
So funny. Yeah, that exact.
You could probably draw it, and I'd be like, "Yep, spot on. That's exactly what it looks like." You can get the font
white. Yeah, so that's the one. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's talking some shits. That wine that I talk about pouring out in person. Yeah, dude. Eventually, I do want to talk about like our we have an older brother that did music.
Yeah,
and
maybe we could do like a reaction stream because I haven't heard it yet.
You haven't heard the song yet?
Yeah.
So well, I'll put it on now because he told me that. I'm gonna put it on now. This will be like kind of bonus content right here because we pretty much we're pretty much about to wrap it up in a way, but I don't really want to. We'll wrap it up whenever we feel ready. I'm about to go on vacation.
Ready.
But yeah. So our older brother, he passed away in 2004 when he was 21, and there's a lot of parallels. Like we didn't really know him that well. He lived really far away. And for whatever reason,
in old Seattle,
for whatever
Old
reason, we
Seattle.
didn't really.
way out western, Washington way.
Yeah, we didn't really get a chance to know him and stuff like that. But when we went up there, we stayed in his old room,
Yeah.
and
Cool ass.
all of our family up there, afterwards in 2006, a couple years after it happened, told us, like, you know, you guys are a lot like him. You guys do a lot of things. You're interested in a lot of the same things. Dude, he skateboarded,
Yeah.
BMX'd, and rollerbladed.
Yeah.
At one point, remember, we started rollerblading and then we
Yeah.
went to skateboarding. He
Yeah.
did the same shit. He did the same shit reverse. Started skateboarding, went to rollerblading. He was making music on fucking GarageBand. They made this shit on GarageBand. I didn't even know it was this old.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I didn't even know it was this old.
2000.
Then I remember that fucking Apple bought that shit, and then
Oh.
yeah, now it's like
I did
Apple's
not know
property.
that. Yeah.
It's crazy,
I was like,
dude.
the iPhone did. You know, it was like 2007.
Now let me tell you, I'm warning.
Timeline
This
ain't
shit
adding
is
up.
very aggressive, and this shit is very
Oh, dude.
yeah, of its time, and I love it. It's in the DNA, man. Exactly. So that's what I'm talking about. And yeah, there's so many similar. I can't even talk about so I got in touch with his old best friend whenever he passed, and we just been talking a lot. And I've just been asking about our brother because I've been wanting to know, and that's one of the reasons. Later on this year, I'm gonna have him on the show because he's also a musician. He made this track. He recorded my brother, our older brother Joey, and had him do a verse and all this other stuff. And yeah, so I think it'd be awesome to talk to him and it's both of us, and we can get to know our brother, and you guys can get to know our brother too. Because one of the things also that I, want to use my platform for is to tell people about Joey, because he was a fucking artist. Like, we both are heavily influenced. We haven't really talked about it much, but we know that when we went to see his art in 2006, we were heavily influenced. Like, you started drawing robots all the time. I would we were graffiti.
Robots.
We would literally go up. We went to fucking graffiti to buy fucking spray paint at Walmart, and then 30 seconds later, walk out and go spray paint behind fucking Walmart and start tagging it.
We're just fucking 18. We're not gonna do anything with just all these colors of spray paint. I'm fucking spray paint my bike, dude.
Yeah, this is he has the same tattoo. Probably seen this shit on Instagrams and shit. Our aunt Lita, who basically raised him too, has the same fucking tattoo. Yeah, he's fucking. I want people to know him and know him for his art, and I want him to, live on, any way that we can possibly make that happen. Because
he was fucking crazy artist.
He was amazing, dude. And I'll pull up. I'm gonna start posting his artwork soon too and stuff. I just want to do it in the right way and go about it right. But yeah, so this song, the very first verse you'll hear on here is our older brother Joe, aka Dat Killer Joe.
Dat Killer Joe.
Let's go. This is called A Few Good Bitches.
Yeah.
Bigger, faster, and a little bit stronger. And damn right, bitch, I'll last a whole lot longer. All the bitches know how it goes when they're rolling with Joe, cause I can curl their toes. That's how we do it in the West, in the city of M-Rolls. Now I've had plenty hoes, something nobody knows. As soon as they get up in my truck, I'll make them drop the clothes. Cause I'ma be their plumber, like Luigi and Mario. So just sit back and let me teach. Cause I'm the president of humping that you can't impeach. I'ma put you on the list of the pussies I tag. Kinda like the list of the heads that I bag. Now bitch, you best get ready. Cause I'll be rocking that pussy real hard and real steady. Stripping on the back of your teeth with my cock ring. Hitting that pussy so hard I make your ears ring. Now please don't start thinking you're the one. All I wanna do is just have a little fun. So just lay back and keep your legs spread. Unless you plan on giving me head. Now bitch, get on out of here and go take a shower. Cause I've been banging that biscuit out for over an hour. Now bitch, get out of here, you're only 16. Remember, you're not fully clean until your zest fully clean.
Let's go, Dat Killer Joe. Beating that biscuit, bro.
We did that biscuit
for over an hour.
Oh shit,
Bro, he got time. Our brother had fucking
that
time.
stamina, man. Shit, for an hour. Yeah, you got 5
Well, I
minutes.
was high, rolling, cruising down the street,
Yeah,
straight
dude,
living
so,
like a
yeah,
pimp
that
to the
Killer Joe,
sound
man.
of the bitches scream. I'm hawking, looking for a fine girlie to pump with a lovely, strange bang bang, no hanging, hussy banging, as you screaming, mine and Weezy up in this bitch. Literally believing bitches and bitches for not washing dishes after making me the fine meal. Stomach full when I'm out the door, but I'm looking for a few good bitches to kill, or maybe I'm Bill, but I'll let the lethal weapon post up internet, putting nasty bitches' bodies in check. And yo, I'm loving it, but I'm taking my wang and I'm shoving it and straight up smashing them guts and fucking nasty dirty sluts, busting our nuts down the crack of all your peoply ass butts. Must smell in the air as I leave the scene. This limping, pimping, smile dropping in Visine, cause I still be high.
Yeah, dude.
If you want Visit Inc. merch, you want a shirt that says "Pound and Biscuits."
Pound that biscuit.
I'm gonna make myself one. So if there's a demand for it, just let me know.
Yeah, let me know if y'all want
Pound and Biscuits.
pounding that biscuit out.
Pounding
bro,
that biscuit out shirt. You heard it here first, man.
Let's go. Yo, fucking that Killer Joe, man. I was ecstatic hearing that for the first time. He sent me that song. His like best friend sent me that song. He said first verse on. He sent me the album. He said first verse on all these crazy bitches. And what was it called? Is that what it's called? These crazy bitches. I just lost the name of it. But he said the first verse, and I was like, okay.
Right
and
now,
then I
dude.
heard
That's
in
what
the
I call
like
it.
I thought he was saying that he was, and so I'm gonna listen to it. And then he said, something about my name is Joe or something like that. I'm like, wait a minute. And I said, whose first verse on these bitches? And he goes, Joe. And I was like literally, I just like listened to my brother for the first time. Like he's like, we met him once, like we were babies, like little tiny children. But like we didn't hear his adult verse. I never heard his adult voice before, or his personality.
Yeah.
Or him fucking spitting bars. Let's go, dude. His flow, his rhythm, like he's fucking creative. Yo, like that shit was amazing, dude. Like that was amazing to hear. No fucking words, dude, to explain that.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's crazy. That's like our brother. Like the fact like we like really didn't know a lot about our brother except that he was an artist. Like I thought of him as a visual artist, and if anything, it was more quiet and less more reserved.
Yeah.
This motherfucker didn't seem reserved at all. I can't wait to talk to Josiah. Josiah K is going to be on the stream late July. So yeah, please be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna fucking be promoting that too. So we're gonna talk to him. We're gonna learn about our brother and learn about the early recording of this and how this all came to be. Also, he was gonna be he drew the logo for their label.
Oh shit.
Which was the samurai with like its fucking pony that headband thing blowing in the wind, and it's like circular, and it's got the writing that comes circular. I'm like, yo, dude, how did both my brothers come up with? How did both my brothers in different around the same time? I remember like he designed this logo in like 2002, 2003. Something like that, which is around the same time you made the visibility logo.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys made this logo for a label. He made it specifically for the label. Yours eventually would become the label, but I'm like, dude, this is crazy. So like, there's crazy parallels. It's like Joey is like literally this combination of us. You know what I mean? And like, that's why I'm excited. Like, I feel like it's, like it's. I want it to be like our. Feels like our duty to like keep him alive. You know what I mean? Because, man, dude, he was a treasure.
I remember them saying that we were a lot like him.
Yeah, the comments I've been getting, the messages that I've been trading with our cousin Amber and Josiah and Lita, and other people who commented on the pictures of him and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. Like no one's ever said a fucking bad thing about him. it's just awesome. You know, it's like I can't wait to really get to know him more. So yeah, any plans? Like, you got any beats recorded or anything?
Not yet, but I was toying around with some chords on guitar. But like I said, I'm trying to write. I think this time I'm just gonna write first.
Mhm.
That's what I used to do all the time. I used to just write lyrics and then make something for the lyrics. But then the last few albums that I did, I would make beats, and sometimes I'd have lyrics ready. Sometimes I'd just write to the beat. But right now, I think I just want to write just all my thoughts because I just had a lot of thoughts.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah,
because that's where you can get a lot of gems. That's like one of the one of the best writing exercises. You know, just like write. Like, you ever heard writing right when you first wake up? Like immediately when you first wake up.
Yeah, no,
like
I've done that before, but like mostly just dreams. But,
yeah.
When you're most creative, I guess.
Yeah. It's not. I don't know, something about it. Just
I've been having
your
some
brain's
weird
booting.
fucking dreams lately. I'll tell you that, dude. I don't have nightmares anymore, and I don't have good dreams. I just have weird fucking dreams.
Like instances.
They're just
Night
fucking
instances.
bizarre.
not dreams, not
There's
nightmares.
this one where this fucking, I don't know, telling people dreams is stupid, but this one's
No,
kinda
I
fun.
like telling. Tell us your dreams. It's
I was
hilarious.
at work,
Sometimes they're
and one of
funny.
our regulars came in. He's kind of a cool dude, kind of younger, maybe in his 20s, like early or mid 20s or whatever. He just came in. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be sick," and he just started vomiting just all over the floor. And then he started shitting himself, like running down his leg all over the floor. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then he still went up to buy his shit. And I'm like, "Bro, I gotta clean this up, man." I was like, "Oh, I can clean this shit up."
Disrespectful.
I was like, "I don't know, weird dreams."
Have you already been drinking, sir?
Yeah, fuck. No, he doesn't ever seem drunk. We have
That's
customers that come in, we have to turn away sometimes. Dude, really?
Work at a liquor store.
Yeah,
You
it's like
gotta
the same
rate-
thing
yeah.
as a bar. Like, if you can't overdrink at a bar, they can't overserve you. It's illegal. Same thing here. Just because we're at a liquor store and the bottle's not open yet, we can't serve you. We cannot serve you. You're fucking hammered. Get out of here.
Get out of here.
One dude flipped me off. Came back like the next day.
Wasted.
You don't even remember that at all, do you, dude? I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Oh, yeah, you look a little less wobbly today, man.
That's so funny.
Anything different about you?"
Yeah. Giving you the double bird before you kick him out. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, he did it in the car. Like, he went out to the car, and then his mom or something came back and picked the same shit he was getting.
Oh, man.
And then we checked her out because she was fine. But then, like, as they were like pulling away, I see him through the window. He's just in the passenger seat.
That's so
And I like
funny.
look through the window, and I'm like,
That's fucking hilarious.
I see you. You see me too, right? Yeah, you're flipping me off. That's me. I'm the guy you hate. Hello. You'll be back tomorrow. And he was.
Of course. Okay, there is one question on here I did want to ask you, and then we'll wrap this up. But like, what is your favorite song of your own? Like, do you have a favorite song? Like, of all the songs you've written? It would be hard for me to
Yeah,
answer that.
selectively crazy.
Selectively crazy.
Yeah, I don't. I know. Like, it's not like most people probably hate that. It's like,
Yeah.
whatever, dude. Like, I think that song's just perfect.
Hell yeah.
Because I went it with an intention, and my intention worked, and it's like, this is exactly how I wanted it to sound. Fuck yeah, dude. And because and I always wanted to do something where, you know how POS would do like a verse where you do it slow and then you speed it up.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of did that.
I
but
can
like
never be what I want to be. Yeah.
But like a whole verse like that. So I did a whole verse fast, and then did like a little hook thing, and I did the first half of that verse slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halftime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just all like, a bunch of shit that I wanted to do, and then like the lyrics are kind of funny.
Yeah.
I smelled the fart, and it smelled like Febreze.
Yeah.
To me, that's funny, dude. Fart smells like Febreze because they don't smell like Febreze. But yeah, no, I don't know. That just came in my head. I'm like, why not? Why not write that?
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna be fucking silly. It's like it's like my mental insanity disguised by my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Which is how I describe my personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. Wake me up.
That's fucking
I can't wake up.
We gotta check it out afterwards.
Save me. It's so funny. I can't believe you haven't seen that.
I'm looking that up immediately
I can't
after
believe you
editing
haven't
this
seen
right now. Oh my god. Limbo, thanks for hanging out. Ty was here earlier. Appreciate it. Everybody chilling, lurking. the beginning and everything. Yeah, it's been fun. So Moniker, he'll be back. Don't even fucking expect this to be the only time I have him on, because you know this is a big bag of fun.
We used to live in a trailer, dude. You know these stories we have?
We used to live in a fucking trailer. Like, I don't mean like the double wide trailer that they just sit there.
Oh,
in
no.
spot.
Like, you pull it behind
Like,
a truck
it
trailer.
was-
We lived in it. Stench of cigarettes.
Cigarette stains on
And
our
weed.
clothes. And weed.
We didn't know what weed smelled like at the time, but
We got in
for sure
trouble
it
at
smelled
school.
like weed.
Literally, kids would think that we thought we smoked cigarettes because we just smelled like cigarettes all day.
Yeah, because if you wash clothes and then put them 5 feet from where you're going to chain smoke in a closet, I don't care if the closet door is closed or not.
Section 8 squad. See, we didn't even have no Section 8 or nothing like that.
Oh,
This
dude.
motherfucker attached to our dad's pickup truck, and he pulled it places, and then he parked it there, and that's what we lived with.
We waited for the bus next to a dumpster that was locked to keep bears out.
And there's 2
There's
feet of
so
snow.
many things.
Yeah, we got stories.
Yeah, we got stories for days.
Boy, howdy. There's a reason we're here and fucked up. Anyways.
Therapy. Shout out
Stop.
to therapy.
Get help. Alright. Michael Jordan reference. So yeah, dude. We didn't even talk about Michael Jordan. He's like our first idol. We didn't even go.
Oh.
We started with art.
Didn't even get the
But,
Space
yo,
Jam.
at
Didn't
one
get
point-
the Looney Tunes. Didn't
At
get
one
the Kirby.
We'll get to it. We'll get to the early
What
shit.
is
to the
it
video
there,
game
yeah.
shit and the
South
fucking
Park?
sports shit. Because we were like,
Touched on South Park a little bit.
Yeah, let's touch on South Park a little bit. But yeah, we were definitely die hard about to be the next Michael Jordans at one point too. Like,
Better help, dude.
shout out to BetterHelp. Sponsored. Use the affiliate link. It says PayPal.
BetterHelp.com/garbage, BetterHelp.com/Dr. Drew, BetterHelp.com/ I don't know. I'm trying to name all the podcasts I listen to that sponsor.
There you go. Look, there's some affiliate links for you. Those are from other podcasts.
Yeah.
Tell
there you
them we
go.
sent you.
I'd go Garbage Man because those guys fucking deserve it, man.
Go Garbage Man, and then be like, yeah, I came from Garbage Man, but I really came from B-nign Music.
Dude,
Twitch.
oh my god. I wish Are You Garbage would do fucking random people off the street. Because I'm like, dude, I'll tell you right now, I already am garbage, but I got some. The questions you guys ask, buckle up.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
Didn't even talk about fucking On Fire and shit like that. We'll get there. We'll get
Yeah, I
there.
know.
This ain't gonna be the first time.
Whatever.
So probably sometime in late July or whatever, late July, August, we'll be in here doing the dang thing. Definitely be here talking with Josiah. We'll be in here talking with Akuma too. So yeah. But hey, next in between, I'm gonna be talking to a Fort Worth local. His name is Sensei. He is dope. We did a show together where I think he just hosted and I performed a set. But yeah, dude, he's a really dope dude. Kills it at the shows. Puts out music, all the dang things. So yeah, dude, stick around for that. We're both gonna get to know him there because really I only hung out with him and met him that one show, and I'm really excited because he's part of the Fort Worth scene, and there's something kind of brewing as far as like consistent shows and bringing in talent. Like they had people from Tech Nine's label, they had Whitney Payton, who is doing a show with Open Mike Eagle, so I know she matters at some points. But I'm not really, versed in that as much in that world as I need to be. But we will be when I bring Sensei on. So yeah, don't sleep after 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I'll be gone. I might do a remote sesh from West Virginia. We'll see. But other than that, I'm going on vacation, so I only see you bitches for a minute. I don't mean to call you bitches, but
Heard you bitches looking for
so
me.
you bitches was looking for me, so I had to give you. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. This has been B-nign Music, The In Between, episode 2. Bada bing, bada boom, pop, pop, peanut butter, butter pops, pop, pop, pop them in your mouth. Have a good evening. Bye.